What's up, team? Hope y'all are doing well today. I still gotta log on to Thinkorswim. I honestly haven't even looked at the market yet. I mean, that's all subjective, whether it's good or bad. I mean, for some people it is, for some people it isn't. It's all subjective. You know, if you're like a penny stock trader, there's not that many penny stocks on there. It's all subjective. We'll talk about it later. I try not to like keep the first few parts of the stream. I try not to keep the first part of the stream mentioning. There we go. Alright, sorry about the volume here. Let me fix it. Alright, let me know how that is. That should be good with the volume, but it might not be. Let me know if that works. I still got a log. Okay, there we go. The market is up today, guys. Market's looking healthy. So yeah, like just to show you guys, like this is what I have on my other screen. Like, you guys want to see what I have on my other screen? Like, this is what I have. So I get to see all of these. Like, these are all the stocks I watch, like, on a daily basis. There we go. So yeah, so AMC apparently is ripping up again today. It's not a huge rip. It had a big drop yesterday. It's at 561. We'll see what happens with it. We also have like CBAY gapping up from 184 to 475, and this is a really strong move as well. Cool. What's up, Jay? What's up, Relaxing? What's up, Ian? What's up, Inachi? What's up, Luke? What's up, Muhammad? Good morning, brother. What's up, Elevated? Sorry I deleted your comment. I actually accidentally did that. I don't know if I can undo it. I can't undo it. Sorry, bro. What's up, Chase? What's up, Chaz? What's up, Jeremy? What's up, Digital? Good morning, team. Alright. Alright, so we're gapping up from 180s to 470s here. Solid move. I can go ahead and look up the catalyst behind this. Alright, good. The volume's good. Look what I got in. I got it in the mail today. This sweater. You can't really see the green candlesticks because I have a green screen. Like, let me show you guys the actual sweater I got in the mail. Let me fix this real quick. Look at this. Look at this. See that? We're official, man. We're official. Alright, let me get the green screen back up. That's what I got in the mail. You know? There we go. But yeah, I got it in the mail. It's the dopest of dope sweaters ever. You know? We're gapping up from 184 to 467 for CBAY here. Let me look up the catalyst behind this move. You see what else I'm drinking out of today? I don't even know if you'll be able to see this. But look at this. Can you see that? Yeah. Alright. We got CBay here. CBay is gapping up because this is Simbay Therapeutics. They upgraded. A lot of upgrades. First quarter results came out, it looks like. They had a narrower first quarter loss. And they also had a report out that said that an independent expert panel unanimously concluded that there are no clinical, biochemical, or histological evidence of seladelpar-induced liver injury in the Phase 2b NASH study. Panel unanimously supports reinstating clinical development of seladelpar pending approval by the FDA, and Simbay plans to re-engage with the FDA as quickly as possible. They remain focused on cost containment as it pursues to next steps for seladelpar, continued evaluation, and strategic alternatives. So it sounds like their biodrug yesterday, they did a Phase 2b NASH study that concluded that it's not as dangerous for liver as it was once previously mentioned and thought. And so with that, the independent panel said that they're good, and that is causing the stock to go up. They did have a smaller than expected first quarter loss. They put out first quarter EPS of 19 cents per share, which was better than the 30-cent estimate. And that's the news for CBAY. We'll see what happens with that one. We also have Nvax, a coronavirus biotech company, and this one's running up big today. It's gapping up from $24.50 all the way to $36.35. We'll see what happens with this one. I can look up the catalyst behind this move as well. Which one? The sweater? You want a sweater? You might be able to find them in the description of this video. You might be able to find them. If you're talking about the mugs, I bought like 200 of these mugs, and like I said, I run a bunch of different online businesses, and like I'm so busy, I haven't even had a chance to market them. I think at one point I built like a terrible landing page for the mugs, and then I was like, this is terrible, like I don't have enough time to do this right now, I'm just gonna go do something else. And then so now I've got like 200 of these mugs just sitting at my house that I haven't even tried to sell. And everybody keeps asking me about these mugs, and I'm just kind of like, they're VWAP fade mugs. They have the VWAP fade strategy on them. And I just never sold them to anybody. I gave them away, some of them, but then I didn't ship them right and they broke. So that's my story with these coffee mugs. Now I use them more than anything else because I like them. But yeah, so that's we can look up the catalyst for NVAX as well. Price target was raised, but I'm assuming that is from an initial catalyst that sparked that move. We had first quarter results that came out for NVAX as well. They had new funding from a nonprofit for clinical trials of the coronavirus vaccine, and they received $384 million in that funding. They had a first quarter net loss that was smaller than a year ago, and revenue of $3.4 million. One first quarter loss per share of 58 cents. So that with the funding plus first quarter EPS of 58, which was better than 78, sales of 3.77 million was better than the 1.74 million estimate. And so better than expected first quarter results, and they announced a funding of $384 million for the coronavirus vaccine program in CEPI, single best investment to date for NVAX, and this one's gapping up big. I think this one has some interesting levels that we could take a look at. A lot of times the whole dollars like 38 are gonna hold up. We got the whole dollar of 35. We've got the pre-market high up there at like 38.90. We've got this level here at 32.50 or so, which is interesting. You've got 29.50 or so. And I think those are probably the levels that I would watch. I would watch for some range breaks, maybe even this one down here. And so when the range is big like this, I go by half and whole dollars because those are usually going to be where the big levels are anyway. You also have this level here, which might be more interesting, but these are the levels I see for it, and I think this is a little bit subjective, different for everybody. So that's Nvax. We'll see what happens with it. That's the catalyst behind that release. We also have NNVC, and these are all biotech companies. I know these because I've looked at them before. But yeah, we have NNVC here. Alright, and so NNVC reported a confidential agreement with a drug company on the COVID-19. So they apparently had an agreement with a large drug company that is confidential. And I'm going to go ahead and quote this one. And this was from Dow Jones Newswires, and it says, quote, Nanoviricides Incorporated are up 8% to 624 as the company said it signed a confidential disclosure agreement with a, quote, leading pharmaceutical company in the Asian region related to a potential collaboration on COVID-19 drugs, and the unnamed company has both marketing and R&D presence in multiple countries and has several collaborative drug development programs in a range of disease indications, Nanoviricides said. They previously said it identified certain drug candidates that are active against multiple coronaviruses in cell culture studies, end quote, and that is all from Dow Jones Newswires. So yeah, partnering with another company. It also looks like first quarter results came out, but that was on the 23rd of April. And so yeah, we'll see what happens with NNVC as well. I see you. You want paper? Yeah, don't tell your mom. We're gonna sneak it. Don't tell your mom. She'll get mad. There you go. I said, don't tell your mom. She'll get mad. Alright. But yeah, that's the news for NNVC. We also have MARK. A few people talking about Mark here. Mark ripping up. A lot of biotech stocks today. And MARK ripping up from 179 to 223s. We got this pre-market high that looks interesting, and then we got a bunch of levels like this. You know, those look interesting. Then maybe this. Those are the levels I would watch for MARK, and this one is up because so yeah, basically 238 pre-market high, this 220 level, this 215 level, this 205 level, and then 189 or 190, I guess. I don't see any catalyst for Mark. I really don't. Okay, so I don't see any catalyst. Unless this one's just getting pumped up by the sector in general. The only catalyst I see on Thinkorswim is that its shares are spiking over 20% over the $2 level, and that was way back here, so now it's up substantially more than that. And so I really don't know why this one's moving. If anyone's getting pumped up, it's this one. So that's generally all I know. We also have IIVI, which is, I don't know what this is, but it's IIVI Incorporated. Alright, so that third quarter results that came out, third quarter non-GAAP earnings went down, but revenue went up and shares pushed up because of it. It saw fourth quarter adjusted EPS. What?
Where's the scissors?
What?
Where's the scissors?
The scissors? You can't use the scissors without me over there. You're gonna have to do something else. Sorry, bud. Love you, buddy. Sorry. Don't use the scissors. If I catch you using the scissors over there without me, you're gonna be in big trouble. Alright? Alright. You gotta listen. Alright. IIVI. We got some interesting levels here. Specifically this 44.50 level. This 45.75 level. The whole dollar of 46. And then the whole dollar of 47. Right around this pre-market high level looks interesting. Then you also have this level here. If it breaks under it, it's kind of void of support and resistance, and so if it really, it's kind of a worst case scenario for this one. But if it breaks under 43, you got some room, you got a shadow here to fill. We can look up the catalyst. Like I said, yesterday they reported fourth quarter adjusted EPS of 50 to 70 cents, sales that were 650 to 700 million. Non-GAAP earnings went down, but revenue went up. Third quarter adjusted EPS of 47 cents, down from 62 cents year over year, and sales of 627 million, which was better than the 575 million estimate. No. Run later. So yeah, that's IIVI here. Then we got a bunch of penny stocks that are just too cheap for me. No volume. This one does kind of have some volume. We got IMPX. I guess I'll look up this one too. This one's first quarter results. First quarter adjusted loss of per share of 92 cents on IMPX. But they also put out like a first quarter report that had bullish sentiment overall for IMPX. So we'll see what happens with this one as well. We got PRPL gapping up on pretty boring volume. BHF, pretty boring volume. We've got GDOT. We've got Upwork. We've got MGNX gapping up some here. We've got CDLX. We got SPG. I mean, this one doesn't look bad. I don't hate this one, although the volume is not really preferable, I would say. SPG is up after first quarter revenue of 1.35 billion, first quarter FFO of 278 a share, first quarter EPS of 143, and first quarter net of 437.6 million. They also withdrew their full year 2020 guidance for estimated FFO per diluted share in comparable property NIO growth. So they are up because of that, gapping up from 55.08 to 61. A lot of earnings that are out today. GWPH. Somebody else asked me. They said, "Why am I looking up all these stocks?" You know, They actually left me a message on Facebook that said basically that I was just randomly looking up stocks. I'm not randomly looking up stocks at all. I'm going over the gappers list, and I'm going over stocks that are usually good with volume, like stocks that have higher volume that are gapping up overnight. Regardless of whether they're penny stocks or mid and high cap stocks, if they have good volume, I'm usually going over the catalyst and the move they're making. Yeah, my wife gets super angry if he uses too much paper. And so if he gets in trouble, I'm going to have to take the blame for it. But, yeah, because, like, he'll take the scissors and he'll make us all these games. And it's cute, man. He's a sweet little kid. But, like, he'll make us all these games. And then he'll force us to play these games that he makes out of paper. And they're great games, you know. But my wife gets mad because he's using too much paper. And paper at this point, since we're doing school at home, paper is a finite resource around here, you know? And so with that, my wife doesn't want us to use a bunch of paper. You know, to me, it's just kind of like I can order some more, but for some reason, Carol gets mad about it. But yeah, DDOG, gapping up. Let's look at the catalyst behind this one. Alright, this is first quarter earnings as well. This one saw first quarter EPS of 2 cents. Adjusted EPS of 6 cents. It raised the 2020 view to revenue of 555 million to 565 million. The first quarter revenue was 131.2 million. Second quarter adjusted EPS of 0 cents. Adjusted EPS of 1 cent. Revenue of 134 million in the second quarter to 136 million. And so good earnings for DDOG as well. We'll see what happens. We got MGNX here. Macro Genetics. This one's gapping up a solid amount. We could look up this one too. Alright, so this one's just been on a bullish run. I think this one's just up on the I think this one's just up on the catalyst of the coronavirus stocks. I don't see any catalyst for this one. If you know that one, let me know. We got SPG. I think I looked up that one. GWPH. We got IFF. No volume. RVLV. Somebody's else asking INPX. We already went over INPX. It's ripping up. What else we got? ENZ. No volume for this one, unfortunately. Just kind of boring volume. I'm not going to trade that. AKRX. Yeah, it's probably because it's under $1 and it's just super cheap. I can look at it. This is first quarter profit. Revenue went up. First quarter profit and revenue rose sharply over the year ago period. It's up 6%. Yeah, so yesterday it reported adjusted earnings of 36 cents per share in quarter one, which went up big from 1 cent a year ago. Revenue grew 23% to $205 million. An analyst polled by Cap IQ had expected an adjusted loss of 9 cents per share on revenue of $164.95 million, so much better than they expected for AKRX, and that's the reason this one is up. I mean, this got some easy levels to look at. We got like this level here, we've got this level here, we've got this level. I think those are the biggest levels. 32 cents, 35 cents, 38 cents, and 40 cents roughly pre-market high. Alright, team. Like I said, you got anything specific you want me to look at, let me know. Everybody make sure to compliment me on my dopest of dope beginner trading hoodie. My dopest of dope beginner trading hoodie. It's the best ever. FTSI looks like I'm almost certain. So FTSI just beat the other ones on this gap scanner. This one looks certainly like a reverse split though. Let me see. So this is how you calculate a reverse split. I haven't looked at the news yet. And so we do 485, which is the current price, divided, no, that's not 485 divided by 0.29. And so this is going to be a 17-to-1 reverse split or a 16-to-1 reverse split for FTS. Now let's look up the catalyst and see how accurate we was. Like I said, it's either going to be a 16 or a 17 for a 17 for 1 or a 16 for 1 reverse split on FTSI. Watch me just be wrong here and it be like an acquisition or something. Okay, so it's a 1 for 20 reverse split. And so, yeah. So it's a 1 for 20. So like I was a little bit off, but that's how you calculate it. You know, you can see basically how much they're. And this is the opposite of diluting shares. This is taking, we talked about it yesterday, but like when a stock has a reverse split, what they're actually doing is they're taking shares out of the float, right? They're taking shares out of the float. And so per supply and demand, that's going to make each individual share back in the stock more valuable, right? And so, you know, they're basically turning 20 shares into 1 share. And so if you were trading this stock and you were holding this stock and you had 20 shares of this stock, now you're going to have 1 share. You know, and it's the opposite of dilution. It's taking shares away from the float. And then a regular split is just putting shares, is diluting the float, right? So it makes each individual share worth less. You know, so like if you have 1 share with the regular split, it's now going to be worth 20 shares and so forth for a 20 for 1 reverse split. And so I hope everybody understands that little lesson on splits today. Yeah, I don't know what the news was for FTSI. Signet stock, SIG. And it's moving some, but I'm watching it right around this $10.10 level and then the whole dollar of 10. Like just think $10 when you see this one. If it does move up, there is this level here. If you extend that to the left, you got some confirmation there. And then if it keeps going, I mean, I'm just looking for it to break this high. Maybe here too. That's how I document these levels. UAVS. Oof. This one's getting hit. We can look at the news. Alright, UAVS. announced the pricing of a $6 million registered direct offering. So it's an offering that they're doing for this one that's dragging the price down. Basically, they're trying to get some funding for it. We'll see what happens with it. CHAP, far better earnings. Yeah, this one's gapping up from 43 cents all the way to 59 cents. That's interesting. We could look at the catalyst for behind this one. It's CHAP. First quarter adjusted EPS of 23 cents a share. First quarter revenue of 48.9 million. First quarter net of 4.92 million. First quarter EPS of 11 cents. And it is gapping up because of it. Like I said, I think the big levels here are 50, 53, 68, 72. I mean, you might have some levels in here, but like this maybe, or like this, but it just depends on how close you want to look at, you know, a 62-cent stock. What's up, Garter? Yeah, for sure. Yeah, FTSI didn't have any news. Alright guys, like I said, you got anything specific you want me to look at, let me know. Oh, I can go over the overall market news in a second. Give me 1 second, team, and we'll look at the market news. The market is up today. A little bit sideways the last few days for the SPY, but this is the SPY. So this is the SPY. We are up in the last few days. Or we are up in pre-market today, I'm sorry. Only slightly up. For a long time in after hours, we were actually down, and then we kind of fought back in pre-market. Now we're up to 293.70s. So not too bad here. Hold on 1 second, guys. I'll be right back. Alright guys, alright, so yeah, so let me get mentioned here. I'm going to go over the overall market news really quick. Alright team, hold on 1 second, let me fix the volume. Alright, guys. Let me go over the overall market news real quick. I appreciate the new subs today. Appreciate Mevin, Lawrence, David, Leo. Appreciate the love, team. Alright. Remember, guys, hit that like button. We got 220 people in here. Smash that like button. Hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. Like I said, the market is up to 292.50. Solid amount. Here, let me turn the volume up on this. There we go. So yeah, the market's up to like over the 290s. It's at 293 now. Let me see. We got okay, I'm going to go ahead and go over the Etf Preview here, and this is all quoting again from MT Newswires. It says, quote, broad market exchange funds were firmer, and the actively traded Invesco QQQ Trust Series I rose some 0.2%. Stock futures were mixed to higher as reports of rising tensions between the U.S. and China over the trade deal forged in January weighed down on market sentiment. Investors were also hesitant to add more risk assets into their portfolio after Wuhan City in China, where the new virus outbreak started, as well as countries like South Korea and Germany, reported new COVID-19 infections after they restarted their economies following months of lockdown to prevent its spread. In economic data releases, the Consumer Price Index for April showed a decline of 0.8% in line with the Econoday estimates, and compared with prior month's decline of 0.4%. Excluding food and energy, the CPI fell 0.4%, a wider than the forecast for a 0.2% fall, and compared with prior month's 0.1% decline. The U.S. Red Book, a weekly measure of comparable store sales at China stores, discounters, and department stores, will be out at 8:55 Eastern. Alright, so now that we have the market news, we can look at commodities really quick here and see crude is up roughly 9%. So we can look at like the U.S. oil fund. We can see crude is up 9%. The U.S. oil fund is up 0.7%. Natural gas is up 1%. And really, it's down since this came out. And so the U.S. natural gas fund is down 1%. So I'm seeing natural gas being down here as well. We have gold that's up 0.5%. The Spider Gold Trust is up 0.5%. Silver is up 0.7%. And the iShares Silver Trust is up 0.5%. And so yeah, that's the market news, guys. We'll see what happens. It should be an interesting day. The market's up, and we do have some volatility here. Alright, team, so what's up, Alex? What's up, Michael? What's up, Tommy? You like the playlist, bro? Appreciate it, man. Yeah, Nvax going crazy, and it is tradable for us here. It is tradable. Look at this. Whew, man, ripped up all. I drew all these levels out, and it just ripped up way past those levels. Nvax is now at 42.50 here. Crazy, man. Look at this move. Huge move. Look at the long-term chart on Nvax. Just making monster rips here. Just making monster rips. Over the lifetime high, at least the high of the last few months for this one, or no, it's not even close to that. But yeah, the longer term high here is right here at let me see. Let me figure this out. Let's look at the weekly chart, I guess. This is too long term. Let me find it. Alright, so let me edit this so we can get a little bit better view of like a weekly chart, I think. Year, day. This is too long. Let's do 4 years. Let's look at 4 years. There we go. And so yeah, so these are interesting levels here. This level specifically at 26, or no, we're well above that. Let's see, this level here at 48 is interesting right here at 48.20 or so. mRNA, yeah, a lot of people talking about mRNA, but yeah, look at Nvax, guys, huge run, and I think I went over the catalyst for this one earlier. I'm pretty sure I did, but this one is up because it won a U.S. fast track. Oh no, this is mRNA. So Nvax is up because they received a huge amount of funding. They received $384 million in funding for the coronavirus vaccine. We also have mRNA, which received the fast track designation for their coronavirus vaccine. And we can look at that one here as well for mRNA. They are actually down on the day though. So mRNA is actually below the previous closing price. And so technically they are red on the day. But they did get a fast track designation for their mRNA vaccine against the novel coronavirus. So that's an interesting one to look at as well. But yeah, they're down. And they're just recently breaking down big under big support levels in pre-market as well, and so, you know, I think that's an interesting thing to take a look at. Where's the big cup? I don't have my big cup today, dude. I have my my beginner trading mug, you know. But yeah, I might watch some of these biotech stocks. I usually don't watch those, but they're really moving today, and they're some of the biggest movers in this market. What's up, Casey? What's up, dude? You gotta love Elon, man. Yeah, Elon is saying he's gonna sue California as well. That's some interesting news. Let me see if I can find that. I think that's an interesting news as well. Elon saying he's gonna... so Elon defied the stay-at-home order in Alameda County in Cali. He said he's gonna bring back manufacturing there. And his plan to reopen despite the shutdown order. And he dared the county to arrest him. And so we'll see what happens. You know, I heard an interesting speculation from another thing that I was in talking about how Elon Musk may be smoking meth. I don't know if it's true, but I can't say it doesn't make sense because it kind of does. That dude works super hard. My response was that if Elon Musk smokes meth, it's for the good of the world. But all speculation, guys. But yeah, so basically he's saying that he's going to defy the stay-at-home order and reopen the county plan anyway. Appreciate you doing what you're doing. Happy to be learning. Hey, we appreciate it. We appreciate you appreciating us. Yeah, Nvax, big mover. I'm certainly watching that. And this one's tradable for me too. So like Nvax is tradable. mRNA is tradable, I'm pretty sure. And so we'll be watching these. Again, I think the big level for mRNA is the previous closing price at $66.90. I think that's a big, important level that not a lot of people look at. And I think that that's one of the biggest levels. And the reason people were speculating that Elon did that is because they had a raid there at the Tesla factory where they found like a bunch of drugs at one point in time. I'll have to look up the old article. I'm not going to go over it super specifically now, but I think that is an interesting thing that somebody told me the other day. But yeah, basically, to break it all down, let me see if I can find like a review of what's going on with Tesla and Elon. I know he said he's going to defy the market, order, the stay-at-home order, and he might go to jail. And I know he also said that he didn't want other people going to jail with him, and so in turn they were basically saying that he wanted to be the one that gets locked up if anybody does. And so yeah, basically, I'm going to go ahead and read this article, and this is from Dow Jones Newswires. It says Tesla's Elon Musk is reopening his Here, buddy. Yeah, I'm working right now, but yes, but you got to stay quiet. All right, so basically, this is all quoting again from Dow Jones Newswires, and it says, quote, Tesla's Elon Musk is reopening his company's flagship Fremont, California plant, ignoring local stay-at-home orders. It might be a risky move for the CEO personally, but investors would be wise to look past reopening headlines and the confusing drama when thinking about Tesla's stock. The facility has been shut for weeks, a step taken to help slow the spread of COVID-19. Tesla, to the point, has been in the same situation as other automakers, but now Musk is eager to restart the rest of the country. And the rest of the auto industry slowly reopens while local officials in Alameda County plan to keep their stay-at-home order in place through the end of May. The situation started to chafe as the CEO weeks ago. Musk addressed it on the company's recent earnings conference call, but to say that people cannot leave their house, and this is all him quoting, but to say that people cannot leave their house and they will be arrested if they do, this is fascist, this is not democratic, this is not freedom, give people back their freedom. End quote from Elon Musk. And so yeah, several tweets have followed from Musk, including one threatening a lawsuit, and the latest asked that police arrest him if anyone is arrested in connection with the facility reopening. Alameda County might not be happy with this decision, and on Monday, the country directed Barron's to a Saturday statement saying officials were working with Tesla and that it was important not to give back gains made in fighting the virus. So yeah, basically that's what's going down. What's that consolidation at Nvax though? So yeah, that's the news for Tesla. Tesla's actually up on this news that I guess people are optimistic that maybe they are considering reopening the economy pretty early, and I think that's an interesting thing to take a look at as well. So yeah, that's an interesting part of it, and you know, we're gapping up from 811 to 830 from Tesla. I think the interesting, I'm scared to trade this one because this one has such big volume. I'm still going to be taking 500 to 1,000 shares today when I trade, but it's not going to be on Tesla. I don't think it will, at least. I might look at some of these biotech stocks anyway. But yeah, Nvax ripping up. Somebody asking what the consolidation was for. I mean, what consolidation? I mean, the daily chart actually looks like one of the strongest daily charts I've ever seen. This thing was moving up really well and looked really healthy leading up to the coronavirus. So, like, you know, since December and before that, this thing has just been running up pretty big. I think this is in the last year. Okay, so this is the last 180 days. So yeah, before December, this thing has looked extremely strong, ripping up, pushing over 41. So the name of the song is Rain Check by Dylan Sitz. UT. Rain Check by Dylan Sitz. Alright guys, it would be Barnambo, check them out, sounds like the Middle East. No, it's not, it's Rain Check by Dylan Sitz. But yeah, we can look at the gappers as well, but I think the interesting ones, like I said today, Nvax, huge moves, big runs for Nvax. And again, I think the big level now to look for, like now that NVAX has ripped over 42.75, I think the big level now would be if we move back down to 39. If we go back down to 39, you know, this is the pre-market high. So right here is the pre-market high. And so if we pull back to this level here for NVAX, that's the big question, whether that's going to hold as support or whether it's going to continue to move up and, you know, bounce off of this support level in pre-market. I think that's the most interesting part of NVAX if we're really taking a look at it. And again, this one's got a huge range. The news was that they received new funding for it, and it's probably one of my favorite ones today, and I might actually trade it depending on if we see some good moves. I might try to trade it. Again, we also have mRNA. Somebody else brought this one up, but they're not holding their gains that well, and a big level that is held and confirmed numerous different times here is 65.50. And so if you're looking to trade mRNA, I would look at 65.50 because that is a huge level. It's confirmed multiple times in pre-market alone, let alone yesterday as well. And you know, just a really easy, obvious level that we could take a look at. Again, that is 65.50 for mRNA. I think that's a solid level. We could also look, like I said, if we take a look at what's going on, we could look at Mark. Yeah, a few people talked about Mark. They didn't have any catalyst. Oh no, Mark had a catalyst. I drew some levels out for this one that makes some sense too. But yeah, Mark had a catalyst as well. Alright, so traders are circulating emails appearing to show Wynn has confirmed a partnership with them for thermal screeners for Mark. But yeah, this came out on the 6th actually. So they don't know why this one's up. It's ripping up. They don't know what the catalyst actually is for MARK. They don't know why it's moving up like it is. And so with that, you know, it's ripping up. It could be a pump here for MARK, but it is ripping up. They don't know why, but you know, it's gapping up a solid amount with a lot of volume. So there's something going on with it. Again, though, I don't know what the float is. The float is 37.16 million actually. So we'll see why this movement is happening, but you know, it's an interesting dynamic to look at as well. And then we also have IIVI here. IIVI gapping up from 36.20s all the way up to 46.90 here, which is a huge move. Shopify. Yeah, we can look at Shopify. But yeah, these are some interesting levels. I might watch for a break under 43. JIMA. Like I said, you got anything specific, let me know in the chat. Yeah, JMIA is ripping up. The interesting level is 589 and then 620. But this one's ripping up. Although it has lower volume, the previous few days have looked really strong for this one too. Terrible daily chart though. Terrible daily chart. So we'll see what happens with that one. But I can look up the news for it. I don't see any news for this one actually. Alright, so them and MasterCard incentivize customers to use cashless payments for essential products in Africa is the news for JMEI. Yeah. Shop, we can look at Shop. Shop's actually up pretty big as well. I mean, the market's up, and so I think that's going to drag a lot of other stuff up too. But we can look at SHOP. Alright, so Shopify prices 1.85 million Class A subordinate voting shares at a price to the public of $700 per share. Somebody else said, this is one of the greatest stories I've ever seen. Tweet from CNBC's Jim Cramer. But yeah, I can go over some more market news here. Cramer, man, you gotta love him. I can go over some market news here because here's Shopify. And what I'm seeing here, and this is all from MT Newswires again, and this is a different one, but it says, quote, U.S. stock futures were set for a cautiously higher open Friday amid tensions. Oh, wait, this isn't right. This is old. I was about to go over the wrong one. I was going to say the market is look up. Okay, so actually it's kind of the same thing. So I'm going to go ahead and do this again. U.S. stocks were set for a cautiously higher open Tuesday as traders evaluated developments surrounding the reopening of the country's economy. But gains were kept in check by threats of a second wave of infections. Dow Jones Industrial Average futures gained 125 points or 0.5%. S&P futures increased 11.5 points or 0.4%, while NASDAQ futures gained 35.5 points or 0.4% recently. Governor Andrew Cuomo of hard-hit New York said Monday that the state will start allowing, quote, low-risk businesses to reopen on Friday. Oil prices gained with Global benchmark Brent crude up 0.6% and U.S. West Texas Intermediate crude up 5% recently after Saudi Arabia made fresh commitments for deeper output cuts. Data released at 8:30 a.m. showed a 0.8% decline in U.S. consumer prices for the month of April, following a 0.4% downtick in the previous month. And again, this is all quoting from MT Newswires. In line with expectations, according to Econoday. In other world markets, Japan's Nikkei closed at 0.1% lower, Hong Kong's Hang Seng closed 1.5% lower, and Shanghai's Composite closed 0.1% lower. In equity, shares of CymaBay, which is CBAY, were 145% higher pre-bell. We can look at this one. Like I said, this one had a good top-line results that came out that showed that it did not cause liver damage. Let me see if that's what they're saying here. So the company said an independent panel of experts supports the lifting of a clinical hold on its Seladelpar liver disease treatment, and AKRX shares were up 31% after reporting sharp increases in first quarter profit and revenue. NVAX is up, and so we can look at AKRX. And then we have NVAX is up after they secured $388 million in funds. UAVAS is down after they priced a $6 million direct offering. GNFT is down after its late-stage biodrug failed to meet its primary endpoints. And Hertz fell 4.4% after reporting a wider net loss and lower revenue for the first quarter. And so, yeah, that's the market news. It should be an interesting day. We should get some movement. Is it Kumu or Como, man? I might be wrong. I don't know how to say his name, dude. NVDA Nvidia? Yeah, I might watch Nvidia. It's moving up some as well here. Alright, so yesterday, it was the first record close since the coronavirus. Alright, so it had a record day yesterday, guys. Nvidia. It looks like this is the highest it's ever been. Let's look at the long-term chart. So yeah, it broke highs yesterday. So yesterday, this is an interesting one to watch as well. You can see the previous high was up here at 315.50 for Nvidia. And some analysts boosted its price target ahead of the earnings. And so it had its best day ever. Not its best day ever, but it broke previous highs. So it was higher than it ever has been. It was a record close since February of 19th for Nvidia. So interesting here. We'll see what happens with this one as well. My wife gave me that haircut, dude. My wife gave me my haircut, man. She's getting better. But yeah. But yeah, markets, I'm going to look at these highs up here, like 293 or 294. I'm going to look if the market breaks that to see what happens. And if it pushes down below these levels here, these 292.50 levels, I'm going to watch those as well. And so that's really what I'm taking a look at. VTIQ, yeah, alright, so my bad, bro. I see you asked about that one a few times. VTIQ, yeah, this one's kind of in my price range as well. The volume looks a little bit lower though, but it doesn't look terrible here. And let's look at the longer term chart and then we can see if there's a catalyst behind it. Huge move. Okay, so let's see why this one's moving like it is for VTIQ. And like I said, I'm going to be momentum scalping today, guys. That's why I made the thumbnail that. But for VTIQ, let's see. It's a financial stock, and a few people were talking about financials today. So this is Vetco IQ acquisition. Let me look at some of the other financial stocks, and we'll see why. Alright, so JP Morgan extends banking services to Bitcoin exchanges. Alright, so QTWE, which provides digital transformation solutions, announced Monday a roadshow to market its proposed $275 million follow-on public share offering with JP Morgan, Citigroup, Stifel, and SunTrust as joint book running managers. They plan to grant underwriters a 30-day option. And so yeah, we got some equities movement, and or we've got some bank stocks that are moving. Let me see if we can find anything else on it. Alright, so, but yeah, Treasury Secretary Steven Mnuchin said over the weekend that the U.S. employment rate may have reached 25% days after the Bureau of Labor Statistics, and this is all quoting from Dow Jones, MT Newswires, jumped 14.7 from 4.4%. However, the agency said on Friday that the real unemployment rate, which includes workers who are unemployed or are not seeking a job, stood at 22.8% last month. Interesting, Rohan. Twitter? Yeah, we can look at Twitter. What is TWTR's Twitter? Yeah. Yeah, Twitter is up. Yeah, I mean, they're up. We can see the catalyst. We can look up the catalyst behind it, but... Alright, so yeah, they announced that they're going to start labeling related information on the virus for misleading or contested claims. Alright, so yeah, that's basically what's going on. They're going to start censoring, basically, which, you know, I don't know how I feel about it. I understand both sides of that. BTIQ, somebody's pumping it. Yeah, he'll be here, Steve. He'll be here, brother. Alright, guys. We got 3 minutes. Let's do this. We got 350 people in here before the bell. So hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. Click the like button to help support this channel. Yeah, whatever Day said. But yeah. Hit that like button if you haven't already. Let's do this. Like I said, I'm going to be trying to momentum scalp today. We're going to see what we get. I'm going to try to momentum scalp. I might even try to mess with some of these biotech companies. You know, I don't really trade those that often, but I'm going to try to today, depending on the volume we get for, again, specifically like Nvax. And remember the level I talked about for this one. I talked about this level right here at 39. And I said if we pull back to that level, the big thing is to see if it holds support there. At $39 even, and you can see the confirmed level there from earlier in pre-market. So I think that's the interesting level to see if it bounces there on NVAX, if it bounces right here at 39. And again, I'm not going to turn away scalping if some opportunities arise from these. Same thing with mRNA, even though it looks a little bit less healthy on the day. It's down under the previous closing price. But again, I don't really have a problem with scalping some of those moves if we get them. And so I hope everybody... wish me luck, team. Let's do this.
All right, guys. I'm here. You guys ready for another day? Let's do it.
Yes, sir. What's up, man?
What's going on?
All right, let me get everything ready. Chilling, man. We got some interesting movement today, dude. Let me see. All right, guys. I'm gonna get everything ready to trade. Team, let's go. Wish me luck. Appreciate the subscribe. Shout out to Mike for the sub, bro. Thank you, thank you, man. Shout out to Mike. I appreciate the love, dude. Let me minimize this. There we go. Yeah, man, check out NVAX, Mitch. Check out NVAX mRNA. They both look cool. Alright, guys, we got 5 seconds, team. Let's do this. Alright, guys, there's the bell. Like I said, I'm going to be watching the SPY first, like I always do. We'll see what happens with this one. The interesting level for the SPY right now is 294. It's confirmed a little bit underneath that, and I know technically we're underneath that at 293, but 294 is the interesting level here, and I think that has to break even if we get over this pre-market high level. And so I hope that makes sense to everybody. That's the level I'm really watching here, is 294. And if the SPY breaks that, you know, we might get a squeeze up in a lot of these other stocks. Alright, Lyft making a huge squeeze up right at the bell. Look at Lyft, L-Y-F-T, guys. Huge rip, huge move. Look at this move on Lyft, right at the open. Squeezed all the way over that previous closing price, too. Just a huge rip. Alright, so like I said, we pushed over that level. Like I said, 294 is just broke on the SPY. That's a huge level. We should get some bullish moves. AMD's up. Lyft is actually retracted that entire move that I just showed you guys. It actually pulled all the way back below it. Uber's getting rejected at the previous close, but the SPY is above that pre-market high, guys, and it's up over 294. Again, I think that's going to drag a lot of other stuff in related sectors up with it, including AMD, which is up right now. Huge move on the SPY. Break it over pre-market high. It's not a huge move, but it's a significant, relevant move over 294. Because again, whole dollar confirmed resistance that we just broke over. Let's see what else we got behind this. Next level is, I would say, like 294.50 or so. So half and whole dollars is what I'm watching from now for the SPY. As we continue to climb up, we'll see what that move, that type of move brings us. Alright, team, we got 412 people in here. Hit that like button if you haven't already. We're going to be day trading live. If you don't know, I just scaled up to 500 to 1,000 shares. 500 and 1,000 shares. Wish me luck, team. But yeah, market's pulling back. I think that 294 level, we're going to look to see if it holds support here. And as well as this level down here at 293.90s. I think those are interesting levels. If we break back below that, that's definitely a turn in the momentum. Alright, so we're bouncing. Another one that's moving is AMC today. AMC. It did gap up a little bit. Alright, guys, we got 430 people in here. Smash that like button, team. Alright, chill out, killer. What is that top 20 window? That comes with TEFs. You as well.
Alright guys, I'll be looking for the SPY to flip here, head down. I'm trying to short into lodging and resorts today.
Yeah, for sure. The SPY breaks under that that low right there at 293.50. I might short into some stuff too. AMD just turned with it. Alright, AMD just broke lows. I turned around. Honestly, I looked to get my share size ready for AMD, and by the time I looked, it actually broke lows already. MU2. So I didn't get a chance to actually short into anything. Alright, there's sixes. I might grab 500 shares. I'm in with 500 shares of AMD in here. Wish me luck. We're getting a squeeze. I'm probably gonna get out here. I'm gonna give it one more second. Alright, I'm in with 500 shares. I want to see a continued drop in AMD. I got my hand over the cover button. AMD's moving a lot, and this is a really early trade to take with it.
Starter there, starter in H. That's Hyatt Hotels.
Alright, I'm probably going to get out of AMD here. I'm trying to let it work, but it's super volatile for me right now. There's 6.
There you
Ideally,
go,
I'd like
good
to see it
action
break under 56 the whole dollar. I might keep this one a one and done trade too. If I could take any off, I will, because I'm stressed out in this trade team. All right, there's 3s, 6. Here we go. I'm gonna take half off. I'm stressed out in this trade, so I know I'm trading this like a wimp, but it had a huge move, and this is pretty early for me to take a scalp like this. We got the low of the day break in AMD though. We'll see. I'm holding 200 shares left, and I can really let this work. So we're gonna see if we get a break under that 55.90 level now.
All right, guys. I like USFD. If you risk off of that 1880s now, you have at least a measured risk right above it, which was an old prior support of yesterday. So that's gonna be one to watch now.
Alright guys, so I called AMD. I just got out up 43 bucks on the day now, so small win. Too stressed out in that trade. The SPY actually dropped out, and I probably could have gotten a little bit more off of that momentum, but I'll take my little win. I'm gonna put Bishop now. Not too bad. I was definitely too nervous in that trade, stressed out in it.
Alright guys, actually looking and considering shorting right here on CZR. This one has a really high, really nice daily high, so we'll see if it holds today. That 1013 now holding.
Oof, huge breakdown in the SPY. The last 5 minutes, man.
Yeah, I expected that, man. It just was green all pre-market. Same thing yesterday. We were red all pre-market, and then we went green at the open.
Yep.
All green pre-market today. I'll look for an all red open.
Yep, for sure. Usually get some
Just,
profit taking.
It's been the common pattern in SPY.
Yeah, for sure.
Looking for a pop up here to 1010 for ZZR, and I'll get short.
Hey, appreciate
Looking
the
to
sub,
see
Jim.
Hilton, not Hyatt break the lows here.
Yeah, Lyft is super rangy today. Now that we've kind of gotten some big moves in these stocks, and I'm up a little bit on the day, we'll see what else we can find. AMC just broke under a big supported level at 560. Huge drop under it. It's back down to 550 now for AMC.
Alright guys, I like that drop in CZR. I just need to pop up here so I could get in. Looking for Hyatt to just break the low here, which would be that 50. And we'll be up about 50 cents on this stock. You gotta be careful because the spread in this stock is about 20 cents. So that's why I have such a low share size in here.
Spot pulling back. Somebody said Fossey is interviewing right now. Is he really? I'm going to wait for another low of the day break in the market before I trade anymore. We do have the 292.50 level at that previous closing price down there, so I might watch for that. But that's what I'm looking for now. AMD might break that low beforehand though, but that's what I'm really looking at. Lyft just broke above the previous closing price, so we have Lyft here. Look at Lyft. That's an interesting dynamic. So yeah, Lyft is breaking above that. Uber's pulling back to that previous pre-market level too, so I might watch that. MU's actually under a lot of resistance now. You got resistance at 65, 80. Hey guys, we almost got 100 likes in here already. 450 people in here, so hit that like button if you haven't. Also, we do this live every day, so subscribe to our channel as well. If you click the sub button and then the bell next to it, you'll get an alert when we go live. And that way you'll be able to join us every day.
Alright guys, this is looking good as this is rejecting from those levels. USFD looking cleaner than CZR. Alright guys, you can expect this to crack here. This Hyatt just added a little bit. Looking for it to crack down here through the low of 50.
Yeah, hey Hero. We see you, dude. Hey, thanks Eagles. What's up, dude? What's up, Felix? Yeah, let me look at Nvax. I forgot to watch those. Like I said, I might trade him.
There you go, guys. Looking good here.
Just a huge range, so if I trade Nvax, it's going to be tiny sizing. Alright, I'm going to take 20 shares of Nvax. I just took 20 shares. Just kind of playing around here. Wish me luck. Like I said I would take it. I did, but it's not going to be any big size here for Nvax. I'm up a little bit.
Alright, hopefully this starts cracking through the lows, which is B50s.
Alright, we're getting a breakdown in Nvax. It's not too bad. I'm going to get out there. Little $20 scalp on Nvax. I'll take it. I'm out. Not too bad.
Fade possibility CGC. That looks good. It already faded once.
Not a bad little 20 share trade. My commissions are super cheap and I got out before that bottom test for Nvax. I don't hate it. What about mRNA? What's that one doing? mRNA setting up for a fade looking as well. And I'll go over that strategy for mRNA in a second. Really easy strategy. Refresh, Jim. Click the live button. If you're, it shouldn't be that delayed. If it is, click the live button down below. Nvax too spready. Yeah, I took it with tiny size. It's not too spready. The range is huge. It's actually not a bad spread relative to the range. Like the range on the day is like what, like $6-7 already. It's moved $6 or $7 on just the day, like since the bell. And so, you know, right now it's got a spread of anywhere between like 15-20 cents. That's really not that bad relative to the range of this stock. It's a huge range, and so yeah, you're gonna eat a little bit with the spread, but you're also gonna be able to take profits pretty quickly if, you know, with even the smallest of share sizes. So that's kind of the compensating factor of it.
Alright guys, if this cracks the 50s, I'll look to add some more and knock it down here.
Ooh, SPY's fading.
Yep, USFD, beautiful reversal there off that 1880s, 1885s, 1890s. I'll be looking for that one to VWAP reject. That one needs to bounce to 1875s. Looking good for me now, guys. I'm gonna look for a bounce up on the bid to add some here. Just crack the 50s. Any bounce up in the 50s, I'll add some more.
Yeah, I'm looking at scalping AMD again with 50 shares, using the whole $1.56 as my risk, but SPY might crack lows here. Alright, I'm in with 500 shares of AMD.
Looking to increase here. My position size. Everything's looking great here.
Alright, I just took.
There you go. Nice breakdown.
I just took a little bit more than half off. I'm still holding 200 shares here. Beautiful breakdown. I'm gonna take another half off there. I'm gonna let this last little 100 ride down here a little bit more. I'm gonna get out there. So $110 up on the day. Not too bad. Scalped AMD's move. I saw the market break lows, and I figured that was gonna pull AMD down a little bit here. And so I'm all out. $110 on the day.
Hey, Daddy.
Hey, bud.
What's that paper game again?
You want paper?
I'm making the paper game.
Okay, buddy. A big thing that's going on right now in the market is the SPY is breaking the previous closing price. So the SPY is right at the previous closing price. Testing it now, that level on the SPY itself is at 292.50. And so we're battling that level now. We're like at 292.40s. And so if we break underneath that and hold, that is the SPY going from green to red on the day. And so if we break under that, we're essentially red on the day. And that's what we just did. We're down to the 40s now. We're down to 292.40 even, down to the 30s now. And so the SPY is actually turning from green to red on the day. And so that's an interesting dynamic to watch for as well. We might see a lot of turns in some other stocks on the short side.
Same thing that happened yesterday, but the flip side.
Yeah, for sure.
All right, guys, I'm gonna take half of it off there at the 50. Why? Because I think we can get a bounce to VWAP, which would be 50/40s, and that's our entry. Let's take some off there, pay myself a good amount there, at least for the amount of shares that I had here. I only risked about, well, I only got pressured 10 cents, but I risked about $25 on this trade. Took about 20 there already, and now I can just let the rest of these work. Let this try to crack down here. I did have a share size to add at 50 crack, and it didn't get that, so we would have been at 200 shares, and that's probably what we needed to get the big gain in here. But I'll just hang around with my 100 shares. It's not a bad trade at all. Hilton heading down. That's HLT. That's the one I'm pairs trading with this one.
Yeah, so the SPY actually broke under that level, guys. It's at 292.30s now. It's about to break into the 20s, it looks like, but that's the big consolidating level that we should watch, is whether the SPY holds over or under this previous closing price. And it might rebound and go back up, but now it's battling for whether it's green or red on the day. And I think that's a relevant catalyst for a lot of other stocks too.
All right, there you go. Nailing down this Hyatt. Trying to let the spread even up here.
Oh yeah, Tiny, you see what came in today, Tiny, right? Look at me. Look what I got. Look at this. Yes, sir. The dopest of dope. Appreciate it, Edward. Thank you for the subscribe, bro. Welcome in.
All right, guys, I'm gonna try to see if these 80s crack here. If not, I'm gonna take it off and take 50 bucks.
AMD just broke lows. I'm looking at MU now, but they're a little bit too extended on the downside at this point.
All right, guys, I just took some off there. Took it off there at 79. Not a bad trade there. $48 to start the day.
Yeah, nice work, bro.
Shorting the lodging. Had this looking pre-market. Hilton breaking down big there. I'm going to look for bounces at VWAP. I will be shorting at VWAP again, guys. one that's holding up in this sector that you could look at is Stay, or WH, which is Windham Resorts, or in Stay America, or Extended Stay America.
Yes. So this is the big interesting catalyst here, guys. Look at the previous closing price. The SPY and the overall market just ripped underneath that. We're actually down to 292, and so I think that's dragging a lot of stuff down here. AMD and MU are so far down, they're just too extended for me to really trade them. But like I said, we battled this level and we ended up holding underneath it, and a lot of other stuff is getting pulled down with it, including Uber's down now, AMD, a lot of stuff is falling with the market.
All right, guys, I'm going to be looking to short into Extended Stay here, expecting a pop up towards the 1090s or 1089s, and that's why I'll be getting short. I'm going to lower it down to 1088s, willing to take it if it bounces and gets me filled.
It's a business expense, yeah, for sure. Marketing, yes sir.
Tiny, great question. Tiny's question was, how did I deal with the spread on H? And it's a big spread, yeah. But what did I do, guys? Limit the risk first. When I got into this trade, I only put 50 shares in there. Even if this stock would have spiked the whole dollar, I would have lost $50 on the trade. This gives me an ability to at least start measuring the price action, seeing how it's working. It kept holding the 60s, 60s, 60s. So in my eyes, I was only risking about 10 cents. Even if it exploded up there, maybe 30, 40 cent risk, but that's not bad. We can keep that risk controlled in a $25 range. I did add, and I got down towards this average cost of 37, but once you average down, you need to hold as the high of the day. If that breaks, you get out. And so at that point, it became 50, 60. So it only was a $20, $25, maybe $30 risk. So control the risk at first, and that's how you can deal with a big spread.
Yeah, for sure. And yeah,
you have to
go ahead.
You have to make sure that you're on the trend, and that's why you're doing slow risk first.
Right, for sure. And yeah, to show you guys, like I said, I told you guys I was going to go over my trade as well here. So basically, I shorted into AMD, and I'll show you guys why. So if we look at the SPY itself here, like if we look at the actual SPY, you can see where it broke previous lows, right? So like here's the SPY. When I shorted into AMD, the SPY broke this, right? So you can see this is at 844. If I look at AMD, all right, so the SPY broke lows at 844. If we look at AMD, let me find 844. Yeah, 844 is right here. This is where I got into it. I got into it right here, literally right there, when the SPY broke that low. And so when this break happens, when the SPY broke the low of the day, AMD followed it down, and I was able to make a really quick gain with 500 shares. But like that's what happened. Is you can see this is the same time on here that it's at on the SPY. 844 is where the SPY broke lows, way up here, right here. And then on AMD, that's what I shorted into. And it's a really easy, I didn't hold it for super long because it's really just a momentum play. I'm taking advantage of the SPY's momentum, right? So when the SPY breaks lows, I'm jumping in short on other following stocks, and it works really well. Super high percentage play if you don't get greedy with it. And yeah, that's how I've been able to kind of do that with AMD. I've made a little bit on Nvax as well, but yeah, that works really well, just waiting for the SPY to break that low.
Man,
So-
USFD today, dude. Beautiful, beautiful play in this food distribution, man. I got to start nailing this one. This one was beautiful today. It went from 890s straight down to 830s. 60 cents move straight down.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, it's a interesting day for sure, man. Everything is just getting hammered, dude. Everything.
I mean, I expected it. I mean, you guys, we're near highs. We're not near lows. So expect when the down move momentum comes, it's always going to be quicker than the up move.
Yeah.
Unless you're seeing a massive squeeze, that can happen. But that's more stock to stock. That's not more like an ETF squeeze. And I think what was the story today was the same story if yesterday flipped. Pre-market all green, flip into red. And now I'm going to be looking for the full range back up, because that's what we've been getting often.
Yeah, for sure. Those low of the day breaks have been super profitable, man. They've been super profitable for me. It's like one of those things where people ask me why I don't trade a different way, and it's just kind of like, I'm just going to keep doing what works for me. I would be crazy not to, you know?
Yeah, it's a rangy market, guys. It's a rangy market. The way you can see these ranges is use the 15-minute. Use a deeper time frame chart, and look how you see these stocks go up and down, up and down. And then you're going to start seeing that, hey, okay, so I really need to focus on resistance and supports. That's how you can capitalize on these kind of full ranges.
Yeah, for sure.
All right, guys, looking to get in here and stay at 1088s. Still no fill. It like hit me on the ass side. I have a limit order out at 1088 to get filled and stay. Let's see if I get filled here. All right, guys, we got a question here. Can you explain what a short is? It's a basic question, but I'll go ahead and explain it a little bit. A short is basically borrowing money, because essentially you're borrowing the contract to buy back the stock. Usually what happens here is that a broker owns the stock and will go ahead and kind of take the opposite bet here, and that's how they get you an ability to short. At the end of the day, a short is essentially saying that you are going to go ahead and you're going to purchase back the stock at some point. You have to do this on a margin account, because essentially you're using margin to short into a stock. That's another thing, is that some people think that you can short with a cash account. You actually need a margin account, because you need margin to kind of short. It's the only way to short.
Yeah, for sure.
All right, guys, got filled there at 1088s on stay.
Yeah, for sure. So what I was saying, like I said in the chat, so short is borrowing shares and waiting for the price to drop, right? And if the price drops, you can return the shares and profit the difference. And so, like, I've used this analogy before, and I think it's a really good one. Think about if you think the price of a bag of sugar is going to go down, right? If you think the price of a bag of sugar is going to go down, so you go up to your neighbor and you say, hey, can I borrow a bag of sugar? You know, say a bag of sugar at that point in time is $1, and you think the price is going to go down. So you go to your neighbor and say, hey, can I borrow a bag of sugar? He says yes, gives you the bag of sugar, and so you wait for the price to drop. Say the price of sugar drops from $1 to 50 cents. So when you borrow the bag of sugar, you sell it, take the dollar, right? You wait for the price to drop to 50 cents, you buy another bag of sugar, and then give it back to your neighbor. Let me rephrase that. That's probably way too confusing. Okay, so basically, you borrow a bag of sugar from your neighbor. You know, bag of sugar is worth $1. You immediately sell it, take the dollar, right? You wait for the price of sugar to drop down to 50 cents. You buy another bag for 50 cents and then return it to your neighbor, thus keeping the 50-cent difference. That is shorting in a nutshell. The problem is that the price of sugar goes up. You're going to have to eat that price of sugar and still buy it and return it to your neighbor. And so that is really what shorting is you're basically, in a nutshell, it's betting that a security price is going to go down. You're betting that a stock price is going to go down, and you profit if it does. That's all shorting is. Mitch's small account is a $700 account. Mine's an $8,000 account. We have leverage, but that's how much the accounts cost.
All right, guys, we'll be looking for Hyatt to come back up here, kind of in this trend line. 50-40s is my order out right now. I just want to get filled if we get a huge pop up, and then I can just get filled for the smack back down. I'm in here and stay. I need to hold towards this 1093s. It really shouldn't get up here to 1095s even. So let's see if it could get smacked right here at VWAP. That's what we would prefer to see.
You only saw my R2D2 mug? Check out this mug then today. Platinum. Look at this bad boy. It's got a VWAP fade on it. It even says VWAP fade. It's the dopest of dope.
Hey guys, one thing I want to talk to you guys about is sometimes we get talks about our fills not being the best. And this goes to show you that you can get a great fill here using our platform. I got in here at 1088, and that's the wick high here. Really, the important part here is I used a limit order before it approached that price. That gave me the ability to put that order out and get filled there. All right, guys, we're seeing stay break down there. It was shorted up here right at the VWAP, right on that pop. Let's see if we break down through the lows would be 1080s. Next stop, 1075s. That's where I'll be looking to take some off once it cracks the 1080s and heads into the 1070s.
All right, so the market pushed up and is testing that previous closing price at 292.50 and is getting a big rejection there as well. So that's an interesting thing. I don't know if I'm going to short anything right now just because even though it's a fade, it's still way up there. And so we're going to wait to see if the market turns back around and breaks lows or maybe breaks over a previous high. But I think it's a lower percentage play to bet on this move right now on AMD.
Getting smacked around here, looking good for me now. Let's see if it gets smacked a little bit more here into the 70s. One of the things I'm doing is I'm staying in the lodging sector, and I'm shorting essentially the sector, but I'm finding the stocks that I want to find to short in that sector.
Yeah, like I said, my account may be small, but I got a ton of buying power. I can buy as many. Yes, that's accurate, Netron.
My boy could trade Amazon if you wanted.
Yeah, right, I could buy no, so basically my account, like, it's just leverage, Sal. So it's like, yeah, my account cost me $8,000, which is still a small account. Like, a small account day trading is really anything under 25K. And so, like, for instance, like, you know, 1,000, like, back when SureTrader was around, $1,000 account in SureTrader was actually $6,000 to trade with in buying power, but it was still $1,000 account. Same concept here. Like, I have an $8,000 account, but I got a ton of leverage, a ton of buying power that I'd never use. I don't even use close to it. But, you know, Mitch's account, for instance, is Mitch's account's a $400 account, but he gets $14,000 to trade with. So.
Nope.
And if you want more info, we'll go over that later. I try not to push anything for the first few hours of the day, so we'll go over that a little bit later, team. Market rejecting. I might look to short into MU here.
Looking for this to completely wipe out here. It's looking good and stay, so I'm giving it a chance. We'll hold it right now to a 90. But it could break this low, this 80, and then we get a nice reward here. All right, guys, we got a big question here. Elevated Allies, Mitch, what made you choose the hotel sector today? Well, it's really the hotel industry. The sector itself would be the consumer cyclical sector. But if you look at lodging in there, in lodging, you have stocks like, I could show you the index really quickly. You have stocks like Wyndham, Hyatt, Hilton, Marriott. I saw these highs. I'm really holding, and I thought we could head towards this 800 on the index in the long term. So overall, that gives me an intraday look, bearish. As long as we can break this 859.09, which is yesterday's low, and hold that, and really start getting underneath there, I think we'll get into a bearish kind of day in the industry. And that's what I look for, guys.
Somebody's asking what a VWAP fade is. I got a good video for you to watch. Let me see.
Let's go back to stay here. All right, let's see if we can see get state of wash out here.
Yeah, just go check out this video. Who asked? Chris. Check out the video I just posted.
CGC going for the third fade, man. Some people ask what our fade strategy is. Look at CGC today.
Yeah,
beautiful.
Sure. Look beautiful. So yeah, if you want to see a good example of a fade, look at. Hold on, sorry guys. But yeah, if you want to see a good example of a VWAP fade, look at the SPY today itself, like the market itself. So a VWAP fade is when a stock starts in a downward trend like this. Look at this. It starts in a downward trend. It pulls back to the VWAP, which is this purple line, and that's where you enter short here. And then you profit, cover some, and then it just washes out like this. It just falls down. You know, that's a VWAP fade. So basically, downward trend, pull back to the VWAP, which is where you enter short, and then a rejection off of the VWAP and a nice move down. That's a VWAP fade. Yeah, Mitch was talking about CGC here too. So here's CGC real quick. Yeah, this one right here is what he was talking about, this fade right here. So you can see downward trend, pull back to the VWAP, and then rejection back down there.
All right, guys, want to see this 88 hold. Don't really want to get this into the red. I'll give it 90 on the ask, but if it breaks 90, we immediately got to get out. It could reject from here on VWAP and break those 80s, so let's see if we get it.
There you go. Hey, appreciate the sub, Vin. Welcome, bro. Appreciate it.
John, you got a question. Why doesn't your VWAP have 3 lines?
Those are the here, hold on, guys. I'm probably about to jump in short here. I just jumped in short. So yeah, I just jumped in short on AMD here with 500 shares. And like I said, we get a profit. I'm taking profits quick here, keeping it very, very tight on AMD. Gonna watch the market, but.
All right, guys. I'm seeing a little squeeze here and stay. Just gotta watch for the 1090s. Rejection there. But Hilton looking really good. Kind of interested in this fade right here.
Alright, so I jumped in AMD with 500 shares. We're gonna look for a fade down to like 10, ideally. I don't mind taking profits fast if we get it. I'll let it go to 27s, and then I'm gonna jump out over 27. So we get to like 28, I gotta get out.
All right, guys, watching for this, might short also Hilton here.
I gotta get out there. So got out of there, took a sizable loss, but I don't mind jumping back in it. I don't mind jumping back in it. Like I said, the SPY is turning the other way here. So I'm back in with 500 shares. Maybe I'm being a little too risky here, but we'll let it work.
All right, guys, gonna get in here in Hilton also. Risk off the 95s. Only risking about 50 shares in Hilton, so I can limit the damage first, just in case we get a pop here.
big loss there for AMD. It just got squeezed up a little bit too much. I think like I said, I think I got a little bit too impatient here, and I probably should have waited. I probably should have waited for the ideal situation that I look for, but it's alright. Like I said, you guys know the green streak I've been on, and losses don't really upset me anymore. Like I said, I know exactly what I did wrong, though, which is I didn't wait for my setups, which is okay. You know, it is what it is.
Alright guys, I got stopped out by just a couple cents there. I'm thinking about getting back in, but I first need to see a good reaction here, at least in my stay position, to watch the sector get pushed down again. Also watching high come back here to the VWAP. That one looks good, looks interesting. So I'm watching them both right now. Alright guys, just saw another rejection there from 69 here off of Hilton. It's starting to look interesting at that level. If you really looked at it, that'd be kind of like the pre-market support becoming resistance now. And you also have this cross trend line that it broke out of. You would want to see it come right back below that trend line. That can give you a bearish sign. Let's see if it rejects here. About to get out and stay if it gets above 1090s here.
Alright, I just made another trade on AMD. Up 107 on the day, so I made my money back with 1,000 shares, but I took a little bit of risk. I think from now on I need to give myself a rule where I need to wait. Here's the trade. I think from now on I need to give myself a rule where I need to wait 5 minutes before I attack anything else after a loss, just to kind of, like I said, it's not that I'm necessarily upset, but I think I get a little bit more impatient after I lose, and I want to make all my money back at once, and I think that can be a bad thing to actually get into. And so, with that said, I think this was a bad trade. It was a good trade. I like the setup. The SPY got rejected. I like the setup, but I think that it was a little bit impatient of a trade, and that's not what I really like about it. So I think I gotta try to be introspective there and give myself another rule, making it so that I have to wait a certain amount of time. I mean, I made my money back, but not in the right way, I don't think, if I'm being honest with myself. Like I said, here's this, but probably not the right trade to get into after a loss like that.
Alright guys, might get out here and stay. One of the greatest things is we've given ourselves a position that we could hang out in, and really if this breaks down back down, we'll take a nice gain out of it. So
yeah, for sure. 100% revenge trading. Yeah, definitely. Like I said, it worked out, but it wasn't the right move. Should have waited. Like I said, I know myself well enough to know that, like, I can let volume bring me to a green day. Like, I know myself well enough to know that I'm accurate enough where if I keep trading, I usually can end green. But where I get myself into trouble is when I try to take it too quickly. And I think that is a good lesson for traders to understand here. It's inevitable. It's going to happen. It doesn't matter how good of a trader you are. It doesn't matter if you've been trading for 20 years. You're always going to do this sometimes. And it is very common. But you got to be able to recognize it when you do. Yeah, for sure. But yeah, it happens to the best of us, you know. But overall, it's usually a long-term, low percentage thing that is going to hurt you more than it helps you. So I got to be able to look at it objectively and as objective as I can, and try to learn from it for sure. Maybe 100%. I should have held though, because there's the breakdown on AMD.
Alright guys, about to get out of my stay position, giving it one more, pretty much $2 more from this spot here on 91s. I just want to see if it's going to quickly flip. If not, I'll just get out here, 92s, 93s. I am seeing Hilton break up there. That doesn't look good there. There's 92 showing up. If it shows up again, we out.
Somebody's asking what's the next trade. I don't know. I'm looking for the SPY. I was looking for some downward momentum in the SPY, but it's pushing up to the VWAP right now. The next trade is if the SPY gets rejected back below the previous closing price, I think. So the SPY is now above it. The previous close is at 292.50. The SPY is at 292.60 right now. So I think the next play is waiting for a rejection back underneath that 292.50 previous closing price level. And then if it does do that and it looks weak, I'll short into something, but I gotta wait for that, I think.
Head out there, guys. It broke my level. $10 loss. Keep it measured for right now. We've taken two $20 loss, one almost $50 win. Let's keep the risk and reward going here, and one more win can put us in a good green for the day. USFD, but I think it might pop a little bit more just with the SPY coming back here.
Yeah, that's why I'm waiting to trade just because of the SPY. You see the SPY right here? This is what I'm talking about, guys. So here's the SPY. Here's the previous closing price at 292.50, and here's a rejection back underneath it. Like, if this is what I need to wait for, though. If we can get a move down to like this, and then a pop up here, I'll short into that. But unless we get that, I'm not going to take it. Because we battle right here. It could go up and down, and battle this previous closing price. And this light blue line right here is a super significant level. Appreciate the sub, Muhammad. Welcome in. Appreciate that, bro. But yeah, we battling this previous closing price right here. That's a big level that a lot of other traders are watching too. And so I need a nice confirmation well below that before I short into anything. And I'm going to wait for that.
Alright guys, I wanted to put an order out for 50/40s. I had it sitting out there for a little while here in this H, but I canceled it when I went into Hilton. I'm gonna look to see if we get up there and reject again.
This song is called Good Things Will Come by DJ Denz with the Z, D-E-N-Z. Good Things Will Come. That's the name of the song.
Guys, CNK moving above VWAP. Be careful with AMC.
Yeah, why? Somebody said, why do I always trade short and not long? Are the patterns just easier for you to recognize? No, it's because panic is a stronger emotion than hope is. And so when people panic and sell out of a position, it usually causes more downward momentum for me to be able to short into. And so when I'm scalping specifically, I'm looking for a lot of momentum. And again, panic is just much more strong of an emotion. It's just a much stronger emotion than hope is, right? And so with that, you'll see me short a lot of momentum moves because they're going to follow through a lot more and a lot faster than long. Think of going long as like a staircase going up. Short is an elevator going down, you know, and that's the analogy a lot of people use. I have more options going short, and I just trade short better. I've been trading short longer.
Hey man, this is the first time I've seen in a long time technology actually be in the red. So it's going to be interesting to watch for the rest of the day. I've always talked about how I think what would lead us down would be tech, because tech's what's held us up. And so in the long run, I'm going to be looking at the end of the day to see where this kind of technology ends up.
Yep.
That's going to be very important. You looked at yesterday, what held us up? Healthcare and technology. Healthcare and technology. You keep hearing those two.
So I had to mute myself. My kids were being loud in there, but yeah, I'm just waiting for this to break now. Now that we're above the previous close, we're still below the VWAP. I'm just waiting for those levels to break. Hey, appreciate the sub, all ball. Appreciate the sub, bro. And like I said, guys, hit that subscribe button. We do this live for free every single weekday morning on YouTube, so show support for what we do here. Hit the subscribe button, click the like button to help support our channel. We definitely appreciate it. If you subscribe and then click the bell next to the subscribe button, you'll get an alert every single time we go live, which is every single weekday morning for free on YouTube. We're not experts, we're not gurus, we just break people down. We just break down our systems, show people what works for us. It might not work for you, you know.
I was like, man, John, we break people down?
Yeah.
Break them down, bro. Make them cry.
Down. Isn't that a 2 times or 3 times ETF? No, he's talking about the inverse S&Ps. So like UVX, TVX, UVXY, it's usually volatility ETFs, but they do the opposite usually of what the SPY does.
He's probably having a good day, but SPY's actually been kind of chilling at this VWAP. I want to see what's going to happen here.
What's up, Cat? What's up, Relentless? Hey, what's up, brother? Hey, appreciate the sub, Antoine. Welcome, man. Appreciate it. Yeah, good morning, Cat. Hey, appreciate the sub, Robert. Welcome, man. Appreciate it.
Started there in Hilton, guys. Back in Hilton here.
Hey, appreciate the sub, Ibis. Welcome. Alright, so now that the SPY's breaking under that level, I might start to consider shorting AMD MU using the $0.50. I'm going to scale down a little bit, get in with 300 shares of AMD, and I'm just going to use the $0.50 as my risk. See if we can continue down there with the SPY's drop, which we should, I think. We should pop down there. We're going to wait for it, but that's what I'm looking at here. Here's AMD. So we can get a follow through. Getting a squeeze. Luckily I scaled down a little bit in this one.
Just sized in a little bit there in Hilton. USFD that did a nice VWAP reject off the VWAP, right off of it.
Yeah, I'm kind of watching the SPY battle this level up down here. I think we'll slowly get a drop here, but it might take AMD a little bit longer to fulfill.
Yeah, I've seen us do this often, John. The day that CGC fades perfectly, me and you both just kind of ignore it.
Yeah, I haven't been trading CGC much at all, just because I'm about to get out of AMD here. Looks like we're gonna squeeze above the $0.50. It hasn't been as volatile as it usually once was, you know, and so with that, I just haven't been. I'm gonna get out here. We're getting a squeeze above this level, but yeah, it just hasn't been as volatile as it once was. You know, it used to be really the thing I'm looking for with scalping is liquidity. You know, I'm just looking for liquidity, and if the spread's 4 or 5 cents on a cheap stock, it's just too much. You know.
I agree.
Yeah, SPY squeezing up. But yeah, I got stopped out. I mean, still up on the day. I've noticed that I've been doing really well at the open, and then afterwards I've been slowing down a little bit with momentum, which makes sense if I'm scalping momentum. That kind of makes sense. Yeah, the purple line's the VWAP. Hey, appreciate it, Robert. Appreciate it, Sal. Appreciate it, Kat.
See, this is gonna break. If not, I'm just gonna immediately get out. I'll look to re-enter if it spikes up to the highs. There you go. Good pressure there.
Yeah, the SPY's kind of battling that same line.
There you go. Good look there. Good luck for me.
Big drop on the SPY.
Let's see if it holds that now.
Huge drop. Should be good.
Yeah, I'm looking for it to head towards 292. That's where you're going to see it kind of slow down a little bit. See if you get a big share size on the whole dollar.
All right, I just took a little bit of AMD. I'm scaling out of it now on this rejection with the SPY's drop in momentum. I'm still holding 500 shares. I took about 800. Gonna take another half off there. Gonna look for a bigger move now. Still holding 300 shares. Down to 41s, 40s, 38s. Beautiful. I'm gonna get out there. So up 142 on the day, and I caught the big momentum rejection off of that previous day's close that I really wanted. And we got a big rejection there, dragging a lot of stuff down. And I think that's gonna help your trade as well. That helped in short. Because the market just took a big dive, broke under some huge levels, and is now under 292. It's at 291 now, so a big drop now coming in the market.
100%. 100%. That's what I got, guys. I'm looking for 75s at least here. Take some off, and then I can let the rest of it go. There you go, 71's on the bid. Let's see if it cracks. 78. 76. Not gonna get greedy, guys. I said 75, right? So I'll take it there. A little bit off there. And now let the rest of it work. Break even on the rest. Look to make a good gain for the day.
Yeah, I use it for both. I think my deviation is -2.2, and I don't use the upper or lower bands. I just use the VWAP. Like if you put it up on Thinkorswim, you're gonna get the upper and lower bands. I don't use those. I just use the middle purple VWAP line. I don't use the bands. I'm not saying they don't work. I'm just saying I don't use them.
Alright guys, now set a stop there at my entry price or slightly above it, which is actually 2 cents above. I'm going to put 69.02 and just let the trade work. If it breaks down to 68.50s, we'll take a nice $40 gain with the rest of the 100 shares. CGC with a pop. Be careful with that one, guys. Interesting one is AMC. Regardless if it comes up or down, it's kind of interesting there at those levels. Nice rejection there and stay off 11. USFD heading towards the support of the day and the low of the day.
Remember, guys, hit that subscribe button. We do this live for free every single day on YouTube, so we hope you appreciate what we do here. We're just a free resource and community for traders team, so hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. Click the bell. We do this live for free. We're getting pretty close to 22,000 subscribers. We're almost there, so hit that like and subscribe button, team. Show support for what we do here, guys. We still got over 400 people in here. Alright, SPY's breaking under a big level. This is a big level for the SPY. We're actually getting a little bit of a bounce. I might short into some moves when we get a break under 291.80s here. 291.80s, I might short into those type of moves. I like lift. So like if lift breaks under specifically like 85, I might short into lift here as well. Market breaks under that big level. I gotta potentially attack that. Alright, getting ready to short lift. I'm gonna wait until the market breaks down.
Alright guys, let's see this breaks down and gives us a nice winner for the day. I think if I get squeezed out of this position, we might get a flip in the market, so I'll just relax after that point. Take it easy after that point.
Yeah, market's been consolidating like on a longer term basis, all the way back until like 10 o'clock market time or so. We've been consolidating for like 30 minutes now, just kind of up and down.
A 292 so important.
Hey, appreciate the sub, Dan. Welcome in.
Yeah, 292. Just holding.
Remember, guys, hit that subscribe button. Let's help us hit our goal. Look at AMD squeeze up, so I'm glad I'm not in that one. Big rip up for AMD. AMD's actually testing the previous closing price at 55.70 right now.
Alright, guys, just want to put this one out there, guys. This one could get the races put on. AMC breaking out through the VWAP there, now up to 570s. Look for a pullback to VWAP. Look for VWAP bounces in that one. I definitely wouldn't be trying to get in near the top, but potential play in this one. Definitely investors watching.
All right, big rejection in the market. I'm looking at MU now. Big level to break before I short MU. I'm close to it, but alright, that's a little bit better. Alright, I'm in the MU with 500 shares. Yeah, break even. I like the drop in the market. I'm only up $5 right now, but we're gonna see if we get a firmer breakdown here.
It's looking golden for us, guys. Looking golden. Some might say to add here on the break of 70, and you could. But the thing is, from that point on, you got to take it more of a momentum trade. Things I've been learning on adding is definitely once you become kind of an adding position type of person, you need to understand every single time you do that, you increase risk. So you need to be able to learn how to manage that. It's okay to add, but if you don't understand how to manage your risk from that point, then it's not.
About break even in this AMD trade. It's kind of pushing back and forth, but we'll give it a little bit of time here.
Hey, Jose, what's going on, man? We got a watcher from Peru, John.
Hey, what's up, brother?
Going all over the world, man. Going worldwide.
Yep. We're known everywhere.
Yeah.
Alright, I might get stopped out of AMD. I'm getting close here. I'm only down 20 bucks, 30 bucks. I'm gonna let it consolidate a little bit more, but I'm gonna get out there. Small loss, like 40 bucks. We'll see what else we can get. I don't mind shorting back into this one either if I like the weakness, but we're just looking at the market. And it's exactly what I said, like 292 is the level I'd really like it to break, and it just bounced there. So it's okay. You guys know me. I take 2 steps forward, 1 step back, 2 steps forward, and I think that's kind of grinding it up in trading anyway, you know. So 107 on the day, still up. We'll see what we get.
All right, guys, I just want to put it out there. Some kind of cannabis catalyst is hitting here. CGC just took off. I'm going to try to find out what's going on there. I'll let you guys know if I find any news.
My favorite sector. Yeah, let me see. I might be able
About to get me to go off and enjoy the sector.
Let me see.
All right, yeah, something happened here. Let me find out, guys. That kind of straight up action, whenever you see that kind of straight up action, the first thing I do is not try to trade the stock. Try to understand the stock. Try to find the catalyst. Is there a reason why this is jumping like that? There you go. Boom, boom. I think I found it.
Yeah, I can't find it. I haven't seen it yet.
There you go. And it's a strong one, guys. I'll let you know.
That is a big squeeze.
I'm pretty good at my news, man.
Yeah.
I've gotten better.
Yeah, for sure.
Here you go, guys. I'll put the link and I'll put the title up here. Constellation Brands just upped its stake in canopy growth. The biggest investor just grabbed another stake in the company. On May 1st, the company known for Corona beers announced that it would be exercising warrants, which would give Constellation a 38.6% stake in the cannabis company, and this well up from their 9.9% ownership back in 2017. So what did they do? The investors got in at the bottom.
Interesting.
Here, I'll put up the article for you guys here. This is a big thing. Just think about it. If you were a cannabis company, you've been really struggling to find what? Capital. The capital markets went dry in Canada, really based off of the views in these cannabis stocks. There's been no capital available to them. So instead, what did CGC do? It looked to its parent company, the one that owned it the most, and it went to the biggest company trying to support it, STZ. If you guys remember last time this happened in CGC, it caused CGC to straight spike. Reason why? Big company behind it, big board. Big board could essentially always give this company kind of research, stuff like that. It's a partnership and it helps definitely for the brand. I think that's what's causing this spike here. And it's something that went kind of unsaid. Those are the biggest kind of, I think, catalyst ones. The ones that aren't like kind of pushed or fluff news, those are usually the biggest catalyst in the long term. Reason why is that it's investors. Investors make the biggest catalyst. Because, I mean, hey guys, these are not guys that are trading with even what we're trading with, or even if we went all the way in, what we can do, the effect on a stock. It's going to be interesting to watch, guys.
Yeah, for sure.
That's an important pop there, man. I'm gonna look for a pullback towards $15 to get in on CGC. There you go. Big crack there, guys. Let's see if the SPY heads down now. Look at this crack in Hilton. They just cracked it. 30,000 shares shorted there. Let me see if I can see a big order when he got in.
Oh, also, guys, if you got a second, make sure to check out our same platform we're using. We've had a lot of people ask us, what platform. Oh no, wrong one. on what platform we're using, why we're using it, the benefits of it, all that stuff. And so if you want to use the same platform as us, I'll post this link here. There's a lot of benefits to using them. Specifically, there's no PDT rule once you're approved. And so basically the way it works is it's an educational package. And so it comes with like a course and a demo account and access to their chat room. And then once you're approved, they allow you to day trade their account. And so it's not your account. They're allowing you to day trade their accounts. And the base package is $399, so basically $400. With that, once you're approved, you get 14K to trade with, and again, there's no PDT rule, so you can day trade in short. It operates like a prop firm, and so there's a 70-30 profit split. There's a max loss of 700, but again, basically for $399, you're getting a ton of buying power. You're actually able to day trade with no PDT rule, and you're able to short. And I think that's pretty unheard of anywhere else in the trading world. I think it's just a much cheaper option for traders. A lot of the time, new traders lose their first few accounts anyway, and so getting able to day trade a decent sized account for that cheap makes a ton of sense in my opinion. It's just really, really cheap. It's able to save new traders money. Instead of a new trader having to risk thousands of dollars like they usually end up having to do, they can risk $400, get a course, a demo account, a lot of cool stuff with it, and it's just going to save new traders money in my opinion. And so if you want to check that out, here's the link. Great way to help support our channel. We do make a commission if you sign up through us, and so of course we're going to be biased in their favor, but I think it's objectively cheap to use, and I think it can save new traders a lot of money, because instead of saving up and depositing $5,000, you can deposit, or you can pay $400, get to trade with 14,000 in buying power, and I think that is super favorable for the new trader. And so yeah, there's the link in the chat if you want to check that bad boy out, and it's a great way to help support our channel here, team.
All right, guys, just missed it. Wanted to short stay there at 11 when I saw Hilton break down. I got a quick second to decide if I was going to take the trade, and I didn't. I was trying to figure out share size, what would be equivalent to the right risk management, and in that I lost kind of the entry. I've put out an order at 11:01 just in case I get a pop-up to fill it, but hey, I had the right idea, had the right thought there. It would have been a really nice tight risk to reward, 3-cent risk for potential, 10-15 cent gainer. If you can risk 3 cents to make 15, that's actually a really good gain.
Yeah, it's a solid game, man. Good risk reward, certainly.
All right, guys, gonna look to see if the SPY heads to 292s and breaks the low of the day. If that happens, I can continue holding Hilton. If that doesn't happen, I probably just need to at least take some profit, make sure that we're gonna get a good gainer from this. And we do not have a position in CGC. We just came upon the news. It's actually 2 days old, but I think that's really what's going on in the CGC. As I did my research, what catalyst could actually move the stock, a big investor getting into CGC, and that could definitely move the stock.
Yeah, certainly.
There you go, boom. Hilton getting destroyed there. Let's see the SPY, see if it heads down here.
Yeah, it looks weak. See that break under 292. I like that level you talked about too.
Yeah, USFD, really nice chart today, guys. I don't know if anyone's trading this one, but look at this beautiful chart. That's just up, down, VWAP reject, straight right back down to the low of the day. This should show you guys a good lesson in trying to find the best charts. Sometimes we get stubborn and we start trading a chart that isn't the best one. And then you look around at later parts of the day and you look at some charts and you're like, man, this just seems so much clearer to trade. And sometimes that's a better trade. Even if it's less money or less profit, sometimes if you can see it clear, it's going to be the better trade.
Certainly.
Clean charts usually give you clean results. Choppy charts, choppy results. Yeah, man, it's
sure.
just simple,
That's life. Thus is life. you know.
Yeah. But that's how it is. Sometimes we can make things too difficult in day trading, and that's just because a lot of the times day trading is difficult.
Oh, it's super.
But there's some aspects of it that you can understand.
Right. 100%. Oh, also, guys, something else I forgot to talk about. We did make a second channel here, and so I'll post that link here as well. So a lot of times, a bunch of times throughout the last few months, and since we started this channel, people have asked me about my online businesses, my Amazon businesses, my websites, what I do for a living aside from trading. And like I said the other day, I am, first of all, I'm what's called a real estate referral agent, but I'm also like a regular real estate agent too. But I also run 2 different Amazon businesses. I run a freelance web development. I'm in freelance web development with like JavaScript and React and stuff like that. And I'm also doing this YouTube, and I also day trade, and I also invest in websites and build my own websites, usually with good website traffic. And so I do a lot of different things to pay the bills around my house. And so Mitch and I decided to open up a second channel. Mitch is also really deep into investing. He's analyzing investing trends and stuff like that, and he does a really good analysis of that type of stuff. And so for the second channel, we call it Beginner Business and Investing, and in it we're going over what we like in the market, different online businesses. I just put out a new video the other day about investing in a website on flippa.com that gets really solid organic Google traffic, like verified with Google Analytics, just really solid Google traffic that's going to make me money in a lot of different ways. And Mitch is also doing some analysis videos talking about different sectors and stuff like that on the second channel. And so if you want to check out the new channel, I'll post this link here. Definitely help support us. We've almost got 100 subscribers within the first few days, and so it's really cool. Go check out our second channel. And yeah, team, I hope you appreciate that.
Yeah, guys, I want to give a shout out to Daniel. He's been asking a lot of good questions, not only the good questions, but he went and found good news for us. So CGC seems to have announced new drinks and chocolates and gummies. One of the things that I can tell you is Constellation Brands is a drink company, a beverage company essentially. So they've been giving CGC a lot of insights on how to best manage their CBD drinks that they want to release, and in the long run, THC kind of edible products that they've been trying to also run. And so this could just be that, that support that they gave back into the company, a lot of money, and with that, CGC has now the support of some capital to invest. And then so a new product, drinks, chocolates come out. That's the company taking some shots, and that's what you can do.
All right, guys. So you see, I'm in. So I'm taking profits in MU. I was in with 1,000 shares of this one because I really like this move back under the whole dollar of 47. And so I just took profits first, and then I'm still holding. I was holding 500 shares. I took profits with that, and I think I'm gonna get out the rest here. And so 256 on the day, still kind of grinding it up here. I missed out on that last move, but I didn't want to interrupt Mitch, but really nice trade here. Solid trade. I'm bummed out I didn't catch this last move here. Maybe I should have held on to a tiny bit, but green is good. I'll take it. Here's my P&L on the day with both AMD and MU. Been attacking those microchips today, so been definitely happy with that. And what we're really getting here is we're getting the SPY breakdown under the level Mitch and I have been talking about all morning, which is 292. Look at this breakdown. Oof, man, I should have held a little bit. I know MU's just going to get hammered with this downward move too. It's cool though. I can't complain about 250 on the day. We'll see if we can get anything else here.
Yeah, John, that's why I started staying quiet. I started seeing the breakdown, and I was like, "Yep, let John take over."
Yeah, man. That's me, man. That's my bread and butter. So I wanted to.
Especially those breakdowns were big on a lot of stocks. And
yeah, for sure.
This goes to show you also, guys, sometimes there's correlation, sometimes there's not correlation. And that's really what I've been trying to really teach you guys more of, is that stocks go with hand in hand, and then sometimes stocks break out of context or break out of the catalyst, get a new story, stuff like that. That's CGC in this example. you see the market tanking, but then if you were in CJC, you'd be like, whoa, what's going on? Why is it not going down?
Right.
It's because it's not correlated with the market today. And correlation is a big part of the market. And if you can start trying to not always be on the wrong trend side, that can always help, guys. I think a lot of times there's kind of these traders that are what I call reverse trend traders, always against the herd. And you're going to find out in the long run, that's okay if you're able to really stay small and take really, really big rewards. But if you're kind of taking big risk with that kind of strategy, it's a very difficult one to keep up. I've just seen it time in and time out. It's hard to trade against the herd. Some people tell you to trade against it, and I can tell you right now, it can get you in a world of pain, because if you don't control your risk, usually you'll get stopped out, and you're like, what's going on?
What's happening?
Well, if you're only going to one side and you're fighting the herd, that's what's happening, guys.
Yeah, for sure. 100%. Remember, guys, hit that subscribe button. We do this live.
This teaches you two things, you know. Go ahead.
I was just going to say, remember to hit that subscribe button. You know, we do this live every single day, and I think we're really the only people that actually do it like this, that, you know, show all the different aspects of our trading, right? Like, you can go back and you can look at my P&L at the end of every day and see how profitable we actually are, and you can tally up how much we win and how much we lose and see that we're profitable traders. But we're also not claiming to be experts, and we do it live every single day. And so people underestimate how difficult it is to trade in front of hundreds of people. I do think it's going to help your emotions in that regard, because it's going to help you be a little bit more laid back, because you're going to get used to people watching you. But I think that, you know, we provide a lot of value to the trading community while never claiming to be experts or gurus, and I think that, you know, like I said, I think that has value. So if you appreciate that, hit the subscribe button, guys. Click the bell, show your support for what we do here. Hit that like button as well, and we definitely appreciate it if you do.
All right, guys, just covered majority of the position. This gets us a nice $63 realized. And from this point on, guess what, guys? We had a great day. And you can take off the emotion in the trading. You could either look to, hey, let me try to capitalize on this momentum, look for another chart. But a lot of the times, especially if you're reaching kind of daily goals, it's good to just end the day here. Try to let Hilton give me a little bit more. But if it doesn't, hey, so be it. I traded well. Had 2 losses, 3 wins, 2 wins actually. And that got us in the greens.
Yes, sir. And yeah, shout out to all our likes today and subscribes as well. We got a bunch of likes, but shout out to all the subscribers we've got. We've grown by a bunch. We're pushing close to that 22,000 subscriber mark, so we're getting there.
I like Nick here. Nick was like, chat up 140%. I'm like, what does he mean by that? I'm like looking at like the people, and then I see the next one. It's CBay is up 140%. I like it though. I like it.
Chat's up 150%, 160%.
Dude, the chat's up 1,000, bro. I don't know what you're talking about.
Always.
It's the Tesla Dragon.
Look at the market bounce here, though, man. The market's pushing up to that 292 level. That's an interesting spot, too.
So one thing to watch, I think, is take a look just really quickly at the SPY on a 15-minute, and you're going to see what we've been in. We're trapped in a bear flag. Let's see if it really cracks. I'm gonna put the SPY here on, I don't know if my chart's up, but
yeah, you're up.
Okay, I'll put it up so you guys understand what I mean. So 15 minutes, right? We went down. I can actually draw. Let me draw here. My horrible drawing skills. All right, we went down. We bounced up. We came down, bounced up, came down, bounced up. This is exactly what you get, guys, in what? A bear flag. So then we had this moment where we broke down here, right? And we broke the trend line. You actually want to see a candle close below that 292 for it to remain in a bearish view. Anything up here, and we could just boost right back up towards the 293s or kind of the high of the days. And this is what long-term traders are kind of more looking at, to keep their eyes on different stocks. And this is what John and I were looking at for that 292 breakdown, and to see if that would hold.
Yeah, at this point I'm looking for AMC to break under 556. I'll short into it if it does. Just depends on what the market does here though. Market's ripping up, testing that previous closing price. That's an interesting level. There's the break. Let me see if we can scalp 1,000 shares or so. This one just depends, getting some upward movement in the market, so I got to be careful, but I'm watching it.
At Tom bringing up, I think he's bringing up Planet 13. This is a cannabis stock. I'm going to kind of leave more of this kind of subject to our new channel. Reason why is just because it's kind of more investing. I want to try to stick our best to day trading here, but look forward to kind of some more cannabis videos in that channel. I'll be looking to do some and kind of cover that.
Look at Uber. Uber just ripped. Something came out on it.
I'll try to find out for you.
Just a monstrous rip and then a quick rejection. Somebody's talking about it. Somebody has to be.
I'll find out.
Yeah, it's something like that. Hey, appreciate the sub today. Shout out to Ricardo. Appreciate the love, bro.
Okay.
Appreciate the sub.
I think I got it, guys. It's with Grub. Supposedly Uber trying to approach Grubhub for a takeover. And look at Grubhub frozen up on it. Grubhub is actually frozen upon it. I'm going to try to get Uber here on this pullback. Oh, 31 would have been nice. I just saw it. 31 would have been nice.
The name of this song is Siren Screen by OOY. Here, I'll post it in the chat.
I just missed it, guys. I was trying to look at the news for you guys, and at the same time, I watched the Uber pullback. 31 was the buy there. I liked it. I would have bought that right there, 31 on that pullback.
I was getting ready to short AMC, but it's just ripping above the VWAP now. I think this catalyst is causing a lot of stuff to move up. SPY's above the previous close. We might start heading up.
The VWAP bounce gave that 31 position beautifully.
Yeah,
everything moving up here, guys.
Yep.
Yeah. It caused the whole market to move, that Uber move.
Yeah,
I think this is going to hold soon.
Yeah, it's definitely relevant to the market too. Huge rips up in Uber team. Look at these moves. Just
here you go, guys. I'll give you guys the news release here on streetinsider.com. I try to get you guys the news quick, guys. I try. Those 31s, man. That thing ripped up there to 33.
Yeah,
would have been a $2 gainer.
Huge
Real
move.
quick. Real quick.
Yeah. CGC broke highs too.
Oh, I'm sure everything's probably pushing up a little bit there.
Lift for sure too.
All right, guys. Anything above the 65, I'm just gonna cover out of Hilton here. Got to be quicker than that.
Yeah, for sure. Especially on moves like this. You gotta be. You gotta be.
Hey, you guys heard me. I was like 31, 31. Oh, she's a goner.
Yeah, for sure.
You know what I did there, John? It's what I used to do with penny stock runners. It's called the ultimate risk look. I looked at the bottom of the candles on the 5-minute. And you could see clearly the bottom as 30 70s, 30 60s. That's your risk. That's called the ultimate bottom. If it just flips there and the story just completely changes away from the positive sentiment, it will head towards that 60. So understanding that risk point can get you the right share size.
Yeah, for sure.
So in this one, I would have gone closer towards 100 shares, because $40 risk to me for the day, if I'm making 60s and 40s, that seems fine. I can risk $40 on this kind of position. Understanding the bottom there can give you the share size needed, because some people get confused there. Do I jump in there with the maximum share size? No, there's 40 cents of risk. If you can handle, let's say, $400 in risk, you shouldn't be taking 1,000 shares.
Yeah, for sure.
And that's one thing to understand here.
All right, market's back above that previous close. Uber's actually pulling back a little bit now, but a lot of stuff's following the market back up. Market's been consolidating for the last hour or so, but curious to see what happens here if Uber gets rejected back below that previous closing price, and if the market gets rejected back below the VWAP. I think we're going to get some drops, but if the market maintains above that level, obviously, and continues up, that's going to pull everything else up. So interesting dynamic to watch for right now. Also, remember, guys, Trade Ideas
Look
has
for
their,
some.
Also, remember, guys, Trade Ideas has their test drive, and you can try out Trade Ideas. It actually started yesterday for 2 weeks, essentially for $9. And I pay $118 a month for Trade Ideas, and so it's actually really cheap. You can try them out for 2 weeks, half a month for $9. So if you've ever thought about using them, their test drive is going on right now, and I'll post that link here. Yeah, here's the test drive link.
Man, the dilution in ACB. Can't even pull it back on a day like today.
Yeah, for sure, man. ACB, that's why somebody was
excited. One that
excited.
did a reverse split. So we even talked about this yesterday.
Yeah, some people were excited. I had to bring them back down to earth, show them it was actually a terrible thing, that they needed to. They did it out of necessity. They had to split their price, or NASDAQ was going to delist them, and so it's actually a horrible thing for them. Which was interesting,
Definitely got some runners in the cannabis sector, guys. You can look at Cron, CGC, and TLRY.
Yeah, market broke back below that previous close here. I'm in with 1,000 shares of MU.
Yeah, we'll see if it fades. Yeah, it looks like a fade. I'll keep an eye on it, guys.
Just took half off of my 1,000
All right, guys,
share
if
position.
you guys want to go ahead and check out the platform that John and I use. Boom.
Still holding this. Holding 400 shares left of this. We got the breakdown in the market under that previous close. I'm going to give it a second here. I'm going to be pretty strict on the rest of this. There's 69s.
AMC looks like it's trying to crack down, guys.
Hey, Daddy.
Hey, buddy.
I'm making this a paper again.
Okay. Thank you, buddy.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Sorry, I gotta focus. Alright, we're getting a bounce. I'm gonna get out here. So
All
not a
right,
bad
guys, if
little
you guys
win.
want to check out a high-quality platform.
Yeah, go ahead. I'm done.
Not bad, not bad. Good little quick scalp. Good little quick scalp there. All right, guys, check out TradeNet, guys. What we use is a funded account program. Really, it lets you day trade as much as you want with no PDT. You get those cheap commissions. You have an ability to short stocks, and you get access to a chat room. All this with a demo account and a legit trading course for less than $400. It definitely makes sense reward-wise, risk and reward, guys. At the end of the day, you guys see me here today. And on average, I can make easily $100 in intros. And that's what matters. You got to find something that can work for you. And I think that's really what we use TradeNet for. We found it to definitely work for us and benefit us. It gives us an ability to short stocks, go long. There's days that I'm long, there's days that I'm short. And I know you guys that have been here with the channel have definitely seen that. But definitely check it out, guys. It gives you a great ability to go ahead and start your trading process. If you guys want to go ahead and go live, start working on the emotions of trading, because that's really what it takes a lot of the times. Yeah, you can build a process, but can you execute it? Can it work to your personality? And that's really what matters, guys, in trading. Definitely seeing some catalysts react here in the market. And guys, just check out, guys. It's a great way for you guys to start.
Yeah, there's the link. It is a cheap way to start. I think that's the big shining part of TradeNet, is that it's super cheap. People hate on it, but it's like, what are the other cheaper options? There is none. You know, new traders lose accounts. That's what they do. It's the cheapest way to get started, where you're risking the least amount. And I think that is super beneficial for new traders, especially considering how much buying power they give you. The guy who talks on trade ideas will put you to sleep. You mean me? He said, I'll put you to sleep? Or are you talking about the guy like that runs trade ideas? That's probably who you're talking about, I'm assuming. I've heard the trade ideas chat.
Oobs on the move.
Yeah, man, it's back up. But yeah, I've been in the the trade ideas chat room. Yeah, I know exactly. You're talking about Barry.
Dude, that guy is slow.
Barry? You mean Barry?
Yeah, he's a slow trader.
Yeah. Well, he's a longer term trader. He
Very
doesn't really
calm.
do. Yeah.
Very calm, very relaxed.
Yeah, he's got a good voice for it. I've heard him.
Yeah.
You know.
That's the problem.
Hey, what's up, Alex? Hey, I appreciate it. Don't
All
apologize.
right, guys. Stock going off in the gaming sector. And yeah, not a worry, man. Guys, stocks going off in the gaming sector. Glue. This is the cheaper stock that's traded for us in the $10 range. Looking to head towards the resistance of 1075. Right now it's at 1025. Breaking out from that $10 point. Definitely one in the gaming sector moving.
Yeah, you as well, Big Ball. I hope you had a good day too.
This is one I got a tip from. Yeah, this isn't even my stock. This is one I got a tip from another trader about this long-term glue.
Interesting.
It's an interesting stock for being that cheap and then giving you an ability to see this breakout on the daily chart.
Jason said, how long do you guys trade for in a
How's
day?
the check monster, man?
Jason said, how long do you guys trade for in a day? All day or when you hit a goal? Sorry for the newbiness. Yeah, usually it just depends. I usually trade the first, maybe, I would say the first hour and a half to 2 hours is when I trade. Anything after that, and the volume's going to be noticeably lighter and less favorable for me. Mostly, I'm momentum scalping, and so it's like I'm taking very short-term moves very, very quickly with big size, you know, which is what scalping is. And with that, I'm trading the first momentum moves in the first hour or so, hour or two, maybe 2 hours, and then I usually close the stream down just because there's not that many favorable moves after that.
What a move and check today, man. I don't know if you've seen this chart today. Definitely ripping out.
Thank you. You like my sweater? Yeah, this is the beginner trading sweater. Look at that. Look at that.
Looks like the...
Can you see the candlesticks, guys? Look at this. Beginner trading. Check the description if you want to buy some merch for us. We got Candlestick merch team. The dopest of dope. The Colossus of clout. The Great Bambino. Not the Wimpy Deer. Hey, you as well, Big Baller.
Oof. SPY just broke up above that VWAP. SPY just broke up above that VWAP. I think we might get out of this pattern here. See, this is what I was talking to you guys. It was supposed to break the 292s and hold. Now, what is it doing? It's actually holding on top of this pattern now.
Yeah, AMC is breaking down too. I'm watching that one as well. I was looking for that big low to break. But SPY's ripping up. I think I'm gonna wait.
Yeah, I'm covering, guys, in my Hilton position. Just covered in Hilton. Took $67, up over pretty much $100 on the day here. I'm gonna probably take a rest here. Might call it a day. I'm gonna look at the charts, see what we get from this reaction, but definitely a flip of momentum there.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I'm not gonna, now that we have that big squeeze up, unless like microchips start breaking lows, I'm just not gonna see anything, I don't think. But yeah, guys, like I said, go subscribe to our second channel. I think we probably broke 100 subs. Let me see. No, we did. We need one more subscriber on our second channel to break 100 subs, guys. Go check it out. Like I said, I run multiple different online businesses, and so in this second channel, we're going to be breaking down our business endeavors, how we make money online through a number of different ways, and longer-term investing analysis with different sectors and stocks that we're going to be reviewing. Like I said, I have multiple Amazon businesses. I'm a real estate agent dealing with referrals mostly. You know, we do a lot of stuff online in the online business space, and so if you want to check that channel out, we're going to be breaking down some free content. Like always, everything we put out there is free, and if you want to subscribe to our second channel, go to the YouTube link I just posted up there. I'm just going to go ahead and assume that we hit the 100 subscriber goal on the second channel, so appreciate the love, team. I'm kind of bummed out that nobody got my Sandlot reference for the Great Bambino Colossus of Clout. You know? Not the Great Bambi. I'm pretty bummed out nobody got that reference. You guys should have. You know, I expect better of you all. My Sandlot reference to Babe Ruth. Anyways, we're looking at ACB here. It might break lows. It's down at 675. Low on ACB here. We might break.
Looking at left for potential VWAP bounce play here, but
killing me, Smalls. That's right. The Colossus of Clout. The Colossus of Clout.
I like Elevated's question.
Which
I don't think it would sound as good, man.
I gotta see it.
Yeah, Elevated's.
When are you moving from beginner to intermediate? See, this is what the thing is, guys. This is what the reality is. We're not beginner traders. We've been trading for years. But what we are here at Beginner Trading is we are a free resource and community for beginner traders. That's all we are, team. That's why we're called Beginner Trading. I'm not saying I'm a beginner, because I'm obviously not. I mean, I'm the best trader ever. But we're a free resource and community for new traders to get together and learn for free. And that's why you gotta hit the subscribe button right now. Show your support. Do it now. We appreciate it. Hit that like button.
Just do it.
Bro, I definitely got that reference. Good. Good. You guys should have. You know. The Great Bambi. Alright. I might hang around and wait for MU to break some lows. To be honest, as much as I hate to say this, and as much as I probably shouldn't, I'd really like to break $300 in profit today. I'm at 286. I need 14 bucks. I need $13.60. I'd love to break $300 in gross. I need to. I would like to. Maybe under the 60 level, I'm gonna short with a super tight risk level of like 500 shares. Maybe. Let me see. I know it's dumb of me, and numbers don't matter. It was a good day, and you know, I'm not red on any symbol today. All green. But I'd really love to hit $300 in profit. I'm at 286.40.
Looking for a nice little pullback here and lift to get in here at 31. Try to ride it back up towards the 31.50. If I do this, I'm gonna risk $10, maybe $20 on my trade. I don't want to risk more than $20 on the trade.
Alright, here's 60s. I'm about to take it, guys. Alright, I'm getting ready to scalp this move. Wish me luck, team.
Alright, looking for a nice pullback here to get in lift. It's looking good right now to pull back. I'm going to put an order out for 85s here. Let me cancel down for a second here. The grub back, come back open. Yep, grub looks better than this one. Grub lifting off there. It's really hard to trade this one. I will let you guys know right now.
Yeah, we got to bounce here at that
very
40.
hard to trade.
We got to bounce. Oh no, you're good. We got to bounce at that 46.60 level, which is actually I like more because now if it breaks, it's even more of a confirmed level. So, waiting. ACB's breaking lows too. We'll see if we get it here, team. Like I said, I'm waiting for this level specifically to break just to show you guys right here. I'm going to short into it with smaller size and we'll see what we get. John, stop being greedy. Take the money and run. Hey, you're probably right, dude. I got to do it, man. I got to do it. You know, if I don't win, it'll be a good lesson on what not to do for everybody here. I want to hit 300.
Well, hit the likes, guys, if you guys want to see John nail this one.
It'll be a good lesson either way. If I win, you know, great. If I lose, it'll be a good lesson on what not to do.
See if we get those likes up to 200. John taking another trade here.
I might take it. We'll see. I'm waiting for this to break, and I'm confident the break's gonna happen, but I'm not sure. It might bounce. If it bounces, you know, so be it. But we're gonna see if we can hit that 60. Really, you gotta get. If it gets down to 60, I'm gonna jump in. Like $60 is my number, or 46.60 is my number. SPY bouncing, so we might not get it. I'm gonna run to the restroom, guys. If this breaks under, I'm gonna be super upset while I'm at the when I'm going to the bathroom. I'll be right back. Actually, no, I'm gonna wait. I'm just gonna hold it.
Just gotta hold it.
Yeah. I don't want it to break. I know it's gonna break when I'm gone, so you know.
I wanted to get grub, but it's just too risky on the day, guys. I don't want to go ahead and put all my money at risk. Could maybe do 20 shares, but the movement is just too much there. I'm not gonna go ahead and try to put myself in too big of a risk situation.
All right, I'm in.
Here.
500 shares. Come on, let's break. See, I got in 1 cent too early too. I wanted 60, I got in at 61. 55s, I'll take profits. 55s. Ooh, SPY's bouncing, that's not good.
Alright guys, might go long here in AMC here. Just for a little try to get this gain here. Be risking off 54s. Trying to see there's some big buyer. There you go. 62s and 61. There was a big buyer.
All right, there's 61s, 46. There's 62s again. Like I said, I'm not liking this consolidation down here. It's spending too long down here, so I'm not really loving this. I'm a little bit worried about a bounce. My risk is about 66. There's 61s again. Come on. Hey, be careful, Jorge. Like I said, this is not one of my favorite setups. I wouldn't call this a high percentage play. I'm gonna get out at 66, about a $30 loss, but.
Hey Felix, sometimes that's always the best thing to do, especially if you notice you're getting it. One thing I've always told myself is, if you feel the FOMO, get out.
Yeah.
There's no, especially if you notice it. There's a reason why you're noticing it. That's called self-awareness. One of the best skills that you can have in day trading. All right, guys, huge bid just got put up on AMC. I'm gonna take a shot here in AMC. Saw a huge bidder get in there. Yep, starting to move a little bit. I like it. Just got in there, guys. AMC.
I'm probably about to get out here. I gotta go to the restroom too, which is making it even worse.
Talk about momentum.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. Like I said, it's even worse here. I gotta go to the bathroom. Like, this thing needs to hurry up and break down or do something. I'm gonna get out. Took a very small loss. I'm gonna go to the restroom. I'll be back. If this breaks down while I'm gone, I'm gonna be aggravated. But it's all right. I'll be back, guys.
Oh, nasty turn and grub. Nasty turn and grub there. I don't disagree with you getting it here in the VWAP 56.38, but man, if you can risk $2, I'm not taking that trade. Oof, nasty turnaround. Daniel, it's not that you can't use patterns on Tesla. It's just that there's so much range in that stock that if you're not using a bigger time frame chart, especially like, let's say, a 1 minute chart on Tesla, you're probably going to have a troubled time finding, like you said, a pattern that works. You have to look at it more on a longer time frame, hourly, 15-minute, and that usually does better for a stock like Tesla. I'm interested in this Grubhub for a VWAP bounce back up, but I'm not going to mess with it. It's too much risk. Too much risk at the end of the day, guys.
Yeah, I'm up 261 on the day. Not a bad day. I'm still green in every symbol I traded. Really good day. Can't complain. That last trade, like I said, that's not what you do, guys. You don't look at numbers and say, I want to make this. I mean, it's okay to have goals, but when you're up so much in the day and you're going to let a $13 deficit on your goal affect your trading, it's just not the right move, like I said. And that's why I said before I got into it. What's up, David?
What's up? What's up? ¿Cómo estamos? All right, guys, this will be definitely the last trade of the day for me here. Just going to try to get this momentum push that I saw in AMC. I really would want to see 560s or 558 hold. So that way we could risk 5 cents on this trade. Get a very minimal entry here. Look for it to break out. If it does, hey, we're golden. If it doesn't, we cut it, take a small loss here, take $90 on the day, something like that. It won't be a bad day at all.
Yeah, green is good, bro.
Seeing Hilton reverse there a little bit, guys. It's not holding VWAP. Just put it in a big green candle, guys. I would be careful with that one. If it doesn't hold that 68.81, it could easily get to 69 and then start breaking out above. I think we need to see the SPY start rejecting 293. If it holds 293, you got a whole new pattern here in the SPY.
Yeah, we're just getting some choppiness right now. Yeah, nah. Yeah, my nerves are much better. I don't know if you guys have seen me lately, but my nerves are a lot better in the market. Like, I haven't been stressed out like I have. Hey, dude, what's up, man? Tough boy.
Cool.
That's right.
I finished with you 2 times.
What?
I finished with you 2 times.
Huh?
I finished with you 2 times.
Oh,
Wait, no, I mean like I did it before.
okay, there you go.
Did you?
Now we're all made up. All right. Love you, buddy. Yeah, my son created a club. It's called the Tough Boy Crew. Don't judge us, you know.
Daddy.
Love you, buddy. Thank
Man,
you.
this grub bounced off that VWAP pretty well. Just way too risky.
Love you too.
Thank you, buddy.
I'd like to see CNK get some volume here and try to push up through the 14. That will give me confidence that there's volume stacking up and investors getting in here in AMC. You see this pattern right here. Would like to see that break out. If that breaks up here, you could probably give us that same kind of look here in AMC. Big order put up there at 64s there for AMC. All right, liking this more, guys. Seeing the volumes really stack in there. I'm gonna take a shot here, guys, add a little bit more and hold to 60. Risk about $25 on this trade. Let's see if we can get a nice little lift here into the 70s.
Yeah, beginnertrading@gmail.com.
Buddy bear. All right, seeing the SPY reject 293s there, John. I think that's going to be very important. If we get back above 293s, we could get up for the day. So let's see what happens.
Yeah, SPY's breaking down, which should be good. Oh. That was tough once. Yeah, me too. Yeah. Yeah, you gotta be tough to be in the Tough Boy Crew. You know?
All right, guys, like always, you guys could also contact us in the Discord if you guys have any questions on trading. Also, ask other traders. We have thousands and thousands of traders there. Everybody's kind of trying to actively talk about their positions and kind of the strategies that they're using and working. So definitely check out the Discord, guys. That's how you can reach out to us 24/7. And that's how you see a lot of our traders kind of stay in touch with each other.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, there's the link for our Discord if you want to check it out.
All right, guys, this seller here at 565 is going to be so important because earlier I saw bids get stacked up here at 60s. 62, 61, they got stacked up, the bid. And then you saw on the ask got put up like 100. Now you're seeing 200 orders get put up here on the ask. What I want to see is the momentum just scoop from that ask side. Those sellers just get really hit really quickly, and next thing you know, the momentum's pushing it up. There you go. We had someone put up a nice catalyst for a stock called KTOV in our chat and Discord. And these are the kind of ideas I really like to see. Put the catalyst out there, put your idea behind it, and let traders make their own decisions. And that's what it's all about.
Yeah, I got out of Nvax within like 30 cents of taking it. I made like $20 on it, and that's it. But yeah, I didn't hold that one long term. I'm not investing. I'm very short term day trading. That's all I'm doing. Just super short term trading. Not, taking big positions. I mean, I'm up $200 and something on the day, a little bit over 250, but not experts here. I'm mostly a short term day trader. So like when you hear me say I'm in a position, it's a very short term trade. I'm usually going to sell within 2 minutes. If that makes sense. So not really trying to marry any type of big moves, just trying to take my momentum scalps and getting in and out. No, I'm not on there. I mean, I don't think I like Mirror, and I think they have some good content that they put out. I like them because like I don't have anything wrong with people that do courses, and obviously we promote them, but I think that they live stream too, and they're legit traders as well, and so They have some pretty solid content breaking down all of their trading too. But no, I'm not in their actual room.
All right, guys, looking good here. Starting to break out a little bit here. Let's see if we can get through the 70s. Take some off. Look for the high of the day to get some big volume. That will show me signs that, hey, yep, this is breaking out. This is getting strong. And it's making a move. CNK at least leading a little bit here, heading towards the 14. That's the look we wanted. At least we have the support of the industry here. Let's see if we can get this to really break out here. Just want to give a shout out here to Nizar joining us from the UK. Man, we're going international today. We got Peru, the UK. Always like to hear our international viewers kind of time in. We have a lot of everyone in the United States, but it's always good to hear that we're actually reaching out there, guys.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I'm in with 500 shares of MU, just to show you guys. I'm up a little bit, but I'm probably going to sell soon. Alright, there's 69s actually. I'm not going to sell. I'm going to take a little bit off there. I got 200 shares left. If we get a breakdown here, I'm looking for like 65, 62 maybe.
Right, guys, 67's looking good with the pressure here. But what's going on is that 119 seller there on the ARCA, 567's holding it up.
Alright, there's 67s. Boom, got it. $301 up in the day. I did it.
Booyah! Booyaka!
Yeah, $300 day. Hey, my gains are getting bigger and bigger, man. So I'm starting to scale up, and it's going pretty well. I'm nailing some moves, and I've been doing really well. Man. Super happy with it. $301.40 day. I'll take it. $300 day. Green is always good, and been a really favorable market for the strategies I attack. So definitely happy with it. But just so you guys can see, I'm already up. Cool. But yeah, this is my P&L in the day. Not a bad day. I'll take that. Maybe I should have held it a little bit longer, but green is good. Can't be too upset.
Hey, you were looking for your number, right?
Yep.
You hit your goal.
Yep. I got my goal, and now I'm definitely done.
When soccer players hit their goals, how do they go?
Yeah. They pull their shirt over their head and they just run around, you know.
There you go, John. That's what I want to see you do in the house right now.
Yeah, for sure.
Just take off running around like your son. He'll love it.
Yeah, for sure.
Go pure Sonic mode, man. Pure Sonic mode.
Yeah. 100%. My son loves Sonic. He's obsessed with it.
Keep it PG-13 though, John.
Yeah.
Eat that shirt.
Yeah. Yeah, I could. I should order myself a shirt, just a beginner trading shirt. Look at this.
A little fake flash.
You see, my hoodie came in, right?
Oh, I see you.
I'm gonna start trading like a poker player, man. You know, I'm just gonna sit there like this.
You're looking fresh, man. You're looking fresh.
Sit there, trade like this all day. You know, trade like a poker player. It's got the candlesticks on the front. You can't see the green candlesticks because of my green screen though. The green screen I have is blocking this. You can see through it. But we got our hoodies in. Took them long enough, man. I think they were having issues, but.
You know, one thing that I can say about my AMC trade, guys, is that, you know, what you guys will see on our other channel, investment is very different to day trading. Sometimes I got to flip my day trading hat, and I can't just be biased towards a stock. Like AMC has good news, could break out here. And that's why I'm trading it on the upside, even though long term, I'm still a bear. And that's one thing to realize, guys, is that day trading is very different than investing. That's why we're trying to separate it up. That's why sometimes you'll hear us say that, you know, that's more of an investing decision than a day trading decision. And that's really what we're trying to do here, guys, is to take momentums. These are intraday moves.
Yeah. Short term. Like I said, I titled this stream Momo because I'm trading momentum almost all day. That's what I've been doing lately. It's been working. And I used to be against momentum trading too, but this is working for sure. You can see how consistent it's been, but
yeah, it's the high volatile time that helped.
Yeah, for sure. So they treat you like a contractor, Kevin. So like they treat you like a contractor. So because like really you're not trading your own account, you're trading their account, and like that's how the funded account program gets around everything. Technically, the links I'm posting are just educational packages, you know. But with the funded account program, I think they treat you like a contractor. I think that's how you would pay taxes, like you were getting paid for contract work, which is what it is, you know.
All right, guys. So you guys see the 570s get stacked up there, guys. There's the reason why the 570s are getting stacked up. It's trying to go ahead and break out through the 570s. If the momentum doesn't carry it through, I'm going to take a lot of the position off, but I'm going to let it try to break through the 570s here.
Well, risk is subjective, Tim. Profit is going to be subjective as well. Tim, don't ask the same thing over and over again if you meant to do that. Yeah. But I mean, it depends, man. So I'll say this: when most people get started in day trading, you're going to lose money, and so you're going to lose money for a solid year at least. Some people never make money. A lot of people never make money, and so when you first get started, you can't have that expectation that you're going to make money. Mitch and I have been doing this for years and years. And so at this point in time, we understand the market well enough to profit consistently, but most people are not like that. Most people lose money, you know, years into it. And so I think a lot of the toxic culture in trading is like gurus, penny stock gurus pushing overpriced courses, telling people they're going to get rich quick and that they know some secret that everybody else doesn't know. And the reality is there's no secret to trading. There's no secret strategy. There's no secret system. It's all systems and strategies are publicly available for free. The difficult part of trading is conditioning your emotions and your reactions. You have to condition yourself to do the right thing, and nobody likes to lose money, so it's very easy to slip up and, you know, if you slip up more than you keep your system straight, you're going to lose money. And I think that is what people need to understand. They need to have reasonable expectations for it. It's not a get-rich-quick scheme, and it takes years to learn how to do. I don't care what anybody says. I had a hilarious Facebook post yesterday, and I can show you guys this clip, but it was absolutely hilarious. I actually posted it in the Discord. They sent me some pics, you know, nonsense service, and like my response to them was, yeah, they said, "Greetings, I work with a small group of retired traders from Goldman Sachs, Morgan Stanley, and Merrill Lynch. They publish amazingly accurate support and resistance numbers for their clients. No risk at all." You know, and then they said, and then I said, "No thanks." Like, I kept it easy. I was just like, "No thanks. Like, I'm not interested in that." And then they literally responded with this. They said, "Hey, no problem. Not everybody wants to make $10,000 in one day. They wish for it, but they never realize it. Most people are programmed for mediocrity. I was for 49 months in a row." And I'm just kind of like, all right, okay. It's time to like call them out on this. I said, okay, I run a day trading channel with over 20,000 subscribers. I don't buy this BS fake nonsense for a second. Sell your dreams to someone else, kid. You know, and they didn't respond. You know what I mean? And so that is what new traders have to deal with, is nonsense like that. The reality is they might be profitable more times than they're not, but they're risking so much. You know, like if you make your risk level a huge risk level and then make your profit target small, you're going to profit more than you lose. The issue though is that with these pick services is that they might profit more than they lose because they're giving themselves a huge risk level and a very small reward target. And so yeah, they might profit more than they lose. The issue is that when they lose, it's going to be so much larger than when they won, that it's going to overcompensate for those winnings, and it's going to be a huge losing endeavor. And like, that's the reality of pick services, and like, that's the problem with it, is that if you give somebody a 50-cent risk and a 10-cent reward target, you know, you're going to win a large majority of the time. But when you lose, you're going to lose huge. You're going to lose 5 times more. And that's the issue with these pick services. And that's what nobody understands. Everybody that's new in the market wants it handed to them on a silver platter. But the reality is you got to put the work in and you got to learn. And that's not easy to do. And nobody wants to do it.
Yep, that's the reality, man. All right, guys, I don't want to risk too much here. Got to keep our profits for the day. Giving us a shot here at AMC for it to bounce back here, but we'll see if it bounces back. If not, I'll just cut it here. If we lose 1 or 2 cents, that's not a big deal. Give myself a nice risk to reward at the end of the day. If I can risk 2-3 cents potential 10 15 cents gainer here, that's risk and reward, baby. That's what I try to do every day.
Yes, sir. I'm considering if I should quit my software job. Don't do it, bro. Don't never quit your job until you've built up enough profit to live off of for a long time.
Yeah, you need savings.
Yeah, it's gonna take years for you to learn. You know what I mean? And I get it. It's a dream job. Everybody wants to quit their job and day trade, but I think a lot of people quit their job, they lose tons of money, and then they run back to their job in debt. And so I think you want to learn at your own pace. You don't want the pressure of quitting your job. You know, you quit your job, you're gonna have a lot of pressure to succeed, and the more pressure you have in day trading, the more you're gonna lose. The faster you lose, the more often you're gonna lose. And so I wouldn't quit your job, bro. That's a bad idea, man. Keep your job, dude. You know, trade on your free time, and you know, software should be a lenient enough schedule for you to be able to do that. As a web developer myself, I understand, like, you should have lots of free time. You can do it. Just don't quit your job, bro. Keep your job, man. I still do freelance web development work, and you know, it is what it is, but just keep your job, bro. That's my advice, at least. Not an investment professional, not liable for any losses people take in the market. Do your own research, trade responsibly. There's my disclaimer. But yeah, keep your job, bro.
All right, guys, you guys saw me cut off 300 shares there. Reason why is I wanted to cut it as quick to the average as I could, limit the risk now. Now, if the trade comes back up here and just squeezes up, that's nice. You know, give us a reward. But one thing you don't want to do is put too much risk once you have a good reward on the day. I've done this often. As a trader, you need to understand when to pull the cord. A lot of times it's going to be hitting your goal, your daily goal. That if you hit your daily goal, go screaming around the house like a soccer player. Nah, I'm just playing. Keep it minimal. Understand we win and lose some days. Some days are going to be better than others. You can be happy about your execution. Maybe not soccer goal yelling, but be happy about execution. Execution's important. But definitely, guys, try to always keep your profits, especially if you're hitting your daily goals. You can always stay in the market too long. Now, one thing that isn't something that you hear often is traders making money and leaving the market too early. That you don't hear. No. But you will hear traders that stay in the market too long and give back gains.
Yeah, for sure. I do it a lot.
Yeah. It happens.
Yeah. But I'm probably gonna close it down here. Oh wait, Mitch is gonna trade, my buddy. I'll let you finish.
This is about it, guys. I mean, this cracks 60, we'll get out. So we can just wrap it up here. All right, I'm just gonna put a stop. Go take the puppy out.
Yeah, for sure. SPY broke over big levels. We're gonna see some drops here, but I'm gonna hang it up. I'm up $300 and $301 on the day. I'll take that. Not too shabby here. But yeah, guys, with that said, good luck in the market. We'll see you guys tomorrow. If you want to use the same platform as us, I'll post this one more time. It's the cheapest way to get started, where you're going to get to day trade the most. Comes with a course and demo account and all that cool, good stuff. And then you can day trade with no PDT rule in the funded account program if you're approved. And I think that makes a lot of sense. If you want to check it out, help support our channel, there's that link. Remember to hit that like and subscribe button. We do this live for free every day. We're not experts. We're not gurus. We just teach people what works for us, and it might not work for you. So do your own research, test your own strategies, and understand that aspect of trading. Remember, go subscribe to our second channel. And with all that said, guys, good luck in the market. We got a small business channel as well, where we review our small business endeavors, online business endeavors, that is, and also investing analytics. And so here's the link for that. Good luck, team. We'll see you guys later, and have a good day.
Definitely check out John's biggest win, guys.
Yes, sir.
Post it up.